This episode of the Grappler Union podcast is brought to you by BJJTees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Grappler Union podcast. Paul Maloney alongside Anthony Zito. On this episode, we have Aaron Brooks in studio. Aaron is a brown belt under the Vianna Brothers. Also in studio is Ryan Salisbury. Ryan's a purple belt under Carlson Gracie Team. Enjoy.
I hate the 6 minutes. That's what happens in that 6 minutes.
You told me using any technique that works. Never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
Big Salbowski.
Yeah, Big Salbowski.
Aaron Brooks, finally, man. We got you in studio.
Yeah, what's up?
Me and you've been going back and forth for a while via text message.
Yeah.
I feel like we're pen pals. No.
I guess. You want to bring that back?
Yeah.
We're going to bring it back. And you brought a friend.
He brought some muscle.
Big
Yeah,
Ryan Salisbury.
obviously.
Getting smaller, though, right?
And Ryan brought some beer.
Yeah, he did.
And, a lot of guests, come through and they'll bring some T-shirts. And I love that, and I really appreciate it, and keep doing it.
Oh,
But
thank you.
when you bring beer to the studio, it really tugs at my heartstrings,
For sure, for you. For
Appreciate
sure.
it.
No doubt.
It's super ghetto, though. What are we drinking here? Milwaukee's Best Ice, 40
42
ounce, 42 ounce in the plastic.
Just a little something to break the ice.
Exactly.
Just to let you know how trashy we're getting in here.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's certainly impressive, man.
I like how they brought one for Zito. That's going to sit there until
I don't drink.
Until I
Yeah.
drink.
I don't drink.
I should know better because I've listened to every single podcast you guys have done.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I work from home, so I'm constantly podcasting.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Yeah.
Nice. And you said you're so nervous about it, though. I mean, it's just a
I
conversation.
think he's fucking with you.
I know, he could be.
6.9% volume on this. Milwaukee's
Well,
Best. This is
focused you are on the beer.
This is Paul's jam. I mean, this is
you made my night, dude.
I'm
stoked
I'll
that
get
he's
down and
stoked.
sad. All my friends are at Lake Shake right now.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
what's Lake Shake?
it's
It's a country music
it's
festival.
a country music festival,
But not like good country, like pop country.
right.
Like
right.
that one dude that sings a song literally about how great his childhood was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real?
no, this is dead serious. This motherfucker, Thomas Rhett, sings a song about his middle class upbringing.
Okay. That's strange for country, right?
Yeah.
It's strange in
It's usually
general.
like it's strange in general.
a lot of good scenery there though.
Oh,
God,
really?
Yeah, at that thing. Yeah, my buddies are there. They're like, yeah, we got an extra ticket. Do you want to go? I'm like, I'm not
Fuck
attending.
that, Salisbury's coming over.
Yeah, I'm not attending anything that's named Lake Shake. You got that is such a fucking cop out of a name. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't come up with anything better than that.
Right.
Right up
Like-
there with Laguna Beach.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like you think you're being
What is
clever,
the name
but
of the place?
you're not. Guys, let's talk about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We do this all the time.
We were discussing your last fight.
Yeah, I just had the super fight at Grappling Games with your teammate Eric.
Yep.
How'd you do?
I won via belly down ankle lock, 30 seconds in. No, Eric's awesome. I've been going against him since we were both blue belts. That's
Yeah.
probably like the 15th time we fought each other.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a good dude.
Yeah, I love Eric.
So, and you worked that whole day, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did.
Ugh.
I got there at 7:30. Even Maneko came up to me, and he's like, towards the end of us reffing, he's like, "Oh man, you're gonna be tired, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah,
It's just like,
you right,
Right,
you
yeah.
right."
Right.
luckily, you caught that with like 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I really wanted to go home.
Yeah.
I was over it.
And then do you like bring food for a long ass day like that, knowing that you're going to compete? Like, because there's nothing really to eat. Like, there's concession. Like, what are you going to do? Have a chili dog and then compete?
Was it at Elk
Yeah.
Lawn?
Yeah.
But they have,
Ryan's like, yeah, of course.
they do have those big.
Get up on that mic, Ryan.
Those big pretzels. Those big pretzels are really good. I'm a fan of the pretzels.
Is that the Odium though?
Odium has. Don't they have them there too?
I don't think so.
Man, I thought I had a pretzel.
But man, Grappling Games is one of my favorite tournaments to work for. They really take care of their staff.
Yeah, that's
big
good.
time.
That's good.
Like they order us 2 lunches.
Really?
Yeah. IBJJF does that too.
What's a tournament that you don't like to work for?
No comment. I'm not doing that.
Does it start with?
I'm trying to keep it positive.
Yeah.
I think
I can go off the deep end real quick.
But Zito, you should talk to Aaron about that belly down ankle lock then.
Yeah, he's got that dialed in.
Because that's like your jam right there.
It is. But I'm trying to get away from it. But yeah, it is tends to be my jam.
We were talking about the points, right?
Yeah, the points. Yeah, it's just when I sit back for it, I'm giving up 2 points because they'll come up, and I usually have to sit them back down, and then I go for it.
Maybe you should think about start playing some X-Guard.
I do. I play a lot of X-Guard.
Good.
Yeah, and now I'm going to De La Hiva sweeps and stuff like that. So just putting that in my game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to really concentrate on sweeps and not sitting down.
Do you pull or do you go for a takedown?
I usually pull.
Okay.
Yeah. But when the other guy pulls, that's when it gets kind of weird because then I'll go right for the ankle lock. Then they'll sit up and then they'll get the 2 points. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I have to sit up right away.
Yeah.
I can't
hear
just
you.
give that up. Now Paul and I are both going to Master Worlds.
It's good.
We just
Awesome.
booked our tickets, and I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm really.
That's going to be a blast.
Yeah, there's 7. I made the 7th person in our bracket, so there's 6 other guys competing. And yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's going to be an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere. I know you don't give a shit. You're just there to compete and watch jiu-jitsu, but
He's going to end up having the time of
Yeah.
his life.
It's gonna be pretty wild.
I mean, even if you're like first match out, it's like that weekend's you're not going to be upset.
Yeah. Well, because they
Weekend
got
at
that
Bernie's.
Grand Prix, that 16-man Grand Prix is going to be that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
With that $40,000
They
first
deserve it.
prize.
First
It's
prize.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So
About
what is
time, man.
Yeah.
And that's a points rule set, right?
it's the same
Yeah.
rule set,
It's
right?
the same rule set.
Yeah.
Okay.
So think about how
So 40 G's. Wow. So it's like EBI, but with points.
it's like, yeah. Well, it's more than EBI.
Yeah, 'cause
because you're
EBI is
guaranteed
20 grand.
You're guaranteed 40,000. You make it through all 16 or 8 guys or whatever, four matches, whatever you have.
Yeah.
That's fucking incredible. 40,000.
Yeah, that's good. They really deserve it.
So you got
Dude, I saw
Chacha
you
and
holding
then
up some cash. the
Oh
other
yeah, that
night.
is right. You did.
Yeah,
Those-
they took care of us at
Yeah.
Grappling Games.
Balling, dude.
200 for decision, 400 to tap with brown belts.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
That was more than fight to win, right?
Ryan, get
Yeah,
up on
yeah,
that.
Get
it
up
was.
on that mic.
You can move it
I'm
around
on
if
the
you
mic,
need
yo.
to. Yeah, if you want to move it around, that's totally
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
So that's more than fight to win then.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I don't know what kind of money they're making if they can keep that up, but please do.
How big? Because Paul and I we were doing a podcast that night, so we couldn't make it to
Yeah.
the event.
Yeah.
But how big was the stands? It seemed like because I watched it. I watched the videos that they put online.
Yeah.
And they're shot really, really close. So I couldn't see the crowd in the background.
Yeah.
But how crowded was it? A lot of people stayed or
Not really.
Didn't seem
no,
like it, yeah.
It wasn't too big. It was kind of a bummer. Like the crowd was not into it.
It was
They
very
were-
quiet.
They were
Probably
quiet
after a
the
long day of the
whole
tournament.
time.
It was very quiet. Every match I watched, that they posted was like you could hear a
Was
pin
it like
drop.
was nobody from Bonsai competing or something? Because those guys show up deep.
Yeah,
There was a ton of
Newbie shows up
bonsai
deep.
there.
Yeah, there
Mark
was.
was
Nate
there.
Fenton.
Nate was there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I tried to while I was in the bullpen, cheer for Nate, because Nate and I are buddies, and it just ended up being super awkward because I screamed and it was so quiet, and 10 people looked back at me like I just pissed in their bed or something. I'm like, what?
It's a
You
sport.
guys are
bro.
allowed to have a good time. You bought a
Right.
ticket. It's entertainment.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's like it's not golf.
Yeah,
like
come on.
these guys are fighting. Just
Get into
scream, get into
Right,
it.
right. What are we in
Fucking-
Japan here? What the fuck?
It's true.
That'd be cool.
Did you guys train today?
I didn't know.
I trained out in Aurora in my old stomping grounds.
Oh yeah,
What's
Yeah.
that?
It's just a Carlson Gracie affiliate.
Okay.
Yeah.
nice. Ryan, who's your training partner?
Oh, there's a couple. We've got a couple 250, 300 pound guys.
Do you really?
Yeah. Dave Amon, Dave Baker, Dave Ortman. Call them Triple
The
D.
Daves.
They got big old Triple D.
Dude, I
teams.
tell you what, if you came to Mineko's open mat today, you would have had a training partner for sure.
Who's that?
There was a 350-pound
Ooh.
Barrett Yoshida black belt on the mat.
Ooh, give me.
Smashing people. Dude.
Wow, really?
Yeah, dude.
I would love to see
He would
that.
have been your fucking guy, man.
Wow.
Damn.
You think about that. How does Barrett teach that guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So for you, like, I mean, that's a serious thing to find training partners, right? To be able to rep technique and do things like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it is. A lot of stuff that gets shown, especially like if Aaron's showing a class, his game is a lot different than mine.
Yeah.
You may have noticed.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I'm heavy on top.
But like I basically find the fat guy version of whatever's being shown, and I work with it.
Yeah.
You know, I do what I can with the body type I have, and you know, I've lost about 30 pounds since Fight to Win. And,
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good man. Yeah, do you guys because there's a lot of big guys in the community, but like, you know, there's only like 2 at this school and then 2 at this school. Do you guys ever plan on like getting like a group together, like a fucking big guy open mat?
We've done that.
Oh,
a few
you've done
times.
that
Yeah,
before?
every once in a while, we'll get all the big guys from Carlson. We'll gather in Lyle
Okay.
at Prime Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I've gone to Valco's a few times. Vusi, the blue belt over there is really cool. Jay himself is a big guy.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah, I can find big guy work. I just got to kind of look for it.
Right.
Then you got Luca. Is that Luca? Is that over at Sim's place? That like 7-footer white belt?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I rolled with him over at Newbury, that open mat we had.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
This guy's, he's got to be nearly 7 foot. He's got to be at least 6'10", 6'11". And I met him at the last Grappling Industries.
Yeah.
So we were both getting ready to weigh in. I knew it looked ridiculous, me standing next to this guy.
Yeah.
He's in front of me. And I'm just looking up at him like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is...
What's the weather like up there?
Yeah, so he's so ginormous, and so we just started talking, and you know, and as you know, time went by, I see him throughout the event, and just saying, "Hey, what's up?" So when I went to the open mat at Newbury, he's like, "Hey, man, you want to roll?" I'm like,
Are you kidding me, bro? All
right, let's do
the
this.
size of your leg.
so I wrote with him.
He called you out? That's
he called me out.
hilarious. Is he literally you 7 foot?
He's literally, yeah, I think
Oh,
he's
wow.
like 6'10", 6'11". And so I rolled with him. I mean, he was super nice to me. Obviously, you know, he didn't destroy me, but like I grabbed his leg, and it's like my whole body was the size of his leg. Like I'm going for, like, what am I doing here? This is so ridiculous. But it's interesting that, you know, him being that body type, he can still, like, he was still moving very well, like getting the moves and doing stuff.
Right.
Considering, you know, all the arms he's got and length. So just putting this perspective for me to have this big guy on top of me and create some more spaces, you know.
Oh, I definitely know. Aaron's triangled me a million fucking times for me creating spaces.
Right.
Almost died in the process.
I'm sure.
But I've tapped more than you've almost died.
Yeah. But I mean, that's true. The bigger guys aren't always because they have to deal with their own body,
right?
To get around, because, you know, like for you, like when you and I roll, you're like, damn, you're so little, it's so tight. Because I'm little, I can
toy like a toyer.
Right.
High and
so
That's what
I
she said.
get those spaces. So it's I don't know, it's interesting. That's
Yeah.
all. I like to see. I like those different body types. You know, I like, you know, going against a bigger guy just to see how my technique is. But I noticed that, you know, at the Fight to Win, there was kind of a little bit of a smashing going on with you and John, like little elbowage to the face.
Yeah,
and stuff
you
like
cut
that.
our boy John, man.
Cut him open.
I listened to the podcast where you mentioned it. And you were talking about it, and you were like, "Yeah, he was kind of dirty." And I get that, but there was one point where I watched the fight, and it looked like I threw an elbow, and I felt horrible. I was this close to texting John on Facebook, like, "Dude, I did not mean that. I'm sorry." But at that point, it was like a week later, and everything kind of blown over.
Yeah.
So I mean, nobody said anything there. It was like, "Hey, you fucking elbowed it," you know?
Right.
So I figured.
Was it an elbow that cut him?
I don't know if it was.
Was that
or
a
not.
cut, or was it just like a pimple that was?
I don't know. I
don't know what it was.
Pop pimple from an elbow, dude.
It could have been.
That's maybe.
You
I
a
don't
dermatologist, son.
know. But yeah, I absolutely use my forearm in someone's face when I'm trying to pass a guard. I use every bit of what I have.
Right.
But
is that something you get from wrestling?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I wrestled in high school and college, and yeah, I mean DeKalb wrestling. We were mean motherfuckers. Yeah. The coaches beat the hell out of us, and yeah, that was like in the 90s when they could still be mean. There was no safe space.
Right.
Like parents were sitting on the practice with
right.
their fucking phones out like, ooh.
Right.
Yeah, dude, college wrestling's grimy. Grimy as fuck.
Well,
man.
I just got recently, I don't know what would you call it? I just happened to be at Mineco's.
He when Andre abused you?
Yeah, he abused me.
Yeah.
So
changed your oil?
No, not that abuse, but so Andre calls me out the other day to roll, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I try to pass his guard. He throws me in the full guard. Great. Now I'm gonna try to escape his guard. So I get down, my knees low, my elbows in between his legs, and I'm grabbing his belt, and I'm basically, my one leg goes back, my leg goes to the center, and then I'm trying to like open his guard, but I'm digging my elbows into his thighs.
Oh yeah!
Look at Aaron right away.
Aaron's like, oh, you did.
Yeah. So I'm doing this, and
it's like that Kevin Spacey picture from House of Cards.
Exactly. So
they can't see me make this face, but fuck it.
Right.
So I'm doing that, and then he's not opening his guard. Obviously, he's not going to open his guard after that.
But his face is getting red.
But I didn't know. I just was like, this is how I open guard, or one of the ways. And so then we're still rolling. You
should try weighing 385 pounds. Right? That's a real easy way to open a guard.
There you go. Right. So eventually he sweeps me, and then he gets on side control, and then he starts just digging his knees into my thighs and my rib cage, and he's just going off, and I'm just like, what the I'm like, it's hurting. Like, I'm not going to tap to that. Of course not. So I'm just taking the abuse, and he never tries to submit me. He never does that through the whole 5-minute
This is
roll.
a nice little reminder
he's just
some
like
etiquette.
And then afterwards, he gets up. He goes, "You know why I did that?" I'm like, "What are you talking?" I was totally like confused. I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I thought you just And then he explained to me. Then he showed me properly how he teaches to pass the guard and how he wants us to do it. Open a guard rather.
That's cool.
And yeah, we're still friends.
That was fun.
But
it was funny.
What you just described though is like if you talk to any guy that came from Carlson Gracie Chicago in like the 90s, that's what they all did. They just punished each other.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like the Vianna Brothers, Andre,
Yeah.
Any of those guys, like they were just. It's almost like a full-blown fist fight from what they described.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing from the higher up guys, the brown belts and stuff that were there for that training, that kind of training back in the day. And they're like, dude, it was like totally savage. It was just like you like came into jiu-jitsu and it was like you either fucking didn't come back or you're like this is my thing. Like I'll take beatings for the next year until I figure this out. And like it was a terrible business model.
Yeah.
Things are totally different, completely different than they were back then. Like because people are trying to keep students. Not beat the shit out of them. It was funny because he told me that story the next day. I came in the morning. He's like, "Oh, I abused Anthony so bad yesterday. There's only 2 things I hate in jiu-jitsu. And when you open my guard with your elbows, digging him in." And he's like, "Oh, I swept him and I drove my knee so hard in his leg." And he's like, "Jason, come here. I'll show you what I did to him. Jason, come here." And he's like, starts demonstrating it on Jason's like, "What the fuck, man?"
Sorry, Jason.
Have you guys ever seen that choke from side control where the top guy literally just slides his shin over your neck and like pulls your head up?
No.
Jeff Curran had a super fight at. It was like it had the ADCC name, but it was a normal like tournament.
Okay.
Like this was like 3 years ago.
2014.
Yeah.
It just popped up on the memory.
Yeah. He had a super fight at that thing. Comprito had one too. It was kind of cool. And the other guy like was a little bit smaller. Like I had really never heard of him or seen him before. Like Jeff like passes his guard and like just slides his shin over his neck, and we're like, why is he doing this? Did the other guy say something? And then like 5 seconds later, the guy's snoring. We're
put him out with it.
Yeah. Shin on the neck from side control.
Yeah, I've seen Cyborg do that.
Yeah, Cyborg does do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
shin on the neck submission.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty goddamn grimy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty savage.
That's grimy. That's savage. Well, that's the way it is, right?
I'm going to learn it.
You want to learn?
Yeah, why not? Have a Christmas tree fall on your fucking
what's the dirtiest like shit that you guys do?
Like submission or
submission? Yeah.
'Cause I just smash people.
Aaron's thinking about it. No, I'm talking about jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
The dirtiest. I neon bellied a guy once, and I felt horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Really bad
dude.
neon bellies, wrist locks.
Wrist locks. You're not in Pete the Greek's Wrist Lock the World. You're not on board with that. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
Pete's awesome. Pete's the man. He's so funny. Yeah, I'm on board with it.
Okay.
I've never really gone to his academy or trained with him, but I think it's awesome.
Wrist locks. I mean, I notice I get wrist locked.
We should start like upping it.
Like
Just like
what?
wrist lock the universe. We're like one up.
Daniel
we're one
was
upping you,
telling us
Pete.
some stories about him yesterday because we were drilling wrist locks.
Oh, you guys drill wrist locks?
Yeah.
See, that's something I wanted because I've only gotten wrist locked by high level black belts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Only people have ever
I
wrist
mean, they're
locked me.
like they're.
I
there,
guarantee
they're
you,
everywhere.
Andre.
I know
has
that.
some.
Oh, Andre done. Andre.
yeah.
I mean, that's only people like Javi Vasquez is
Yeah.
wrist lock. Like all those high level guys. I think they just get bored and they're like, I'm just gonna start fucking wrist locking people, and they're just like from everywhere.
Right.
I think it just your jiu-jitsu gets to that certain level where you just gotta make it like fresh again. Like that's
Yeah, yeah.
No one thinks
There's-
about wrist locks, but I never heard of anyone drilling.
Yeah,
there's-
setups, yeah.
Really?
Sure.
Okay.
Proper hand positioning,
Right.
stuff like that. At headquarters, I don't know if he's still there. This guy's Sergio Zimmerman Canuto. He's from Germany?
Yeah, Munich, I want to say.
Yeah, he's won Europeans like for the last since there's been a Europeans.
Yeah,
His whole
monster.
thing is wrist locks.
Okay.
He will wrist lock you from anywhere,
No shit.
effortlessly. So
Yeah.
look him up, Sergio Canuto Zimmerman.
Cristiano
remember seeing
Ribeiro
it.
too. Like
Yeah.
we know a couple guys that like went to like a seminar that was all. Oh
He
no!
was-
No! Sorry, he was doing an Estimo Lock seminar, but then he rolled with a bunch of people afterwards and just risked.
When he came to 10th Planet,
everybody.
he wrist locked me with his neck
Yeah.
against his head.
Yeah, from side control.
No, I was passing it. I was trying to pass, and he just grabbed my hand. I think I put it on his like shoulder.
Yeah.
And he just wrist locked me right there. He's just like, I was like,
foolish
totally.
fucking peasant.
it's
Yeah.
like
How
crazy.
dare you try to
I
jujitsu?
drill that all the time.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We just drill it from side control.
Okay.
Like if somebody's framing off your neck,
Uh-huh.
just put your chin on it,
Chin, and then
cup the elbow, and
That's-
that's it.
it's interesting. I just feel like should I be at a blue belt level? Should I be going for wrist locks?
They're
I don't
legal.
know.
Yeah.
But I don't
Go
know.
for everything as soon as you learn it. Go for it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see it.
But in
Why not just
IBJJF,
do it and get better.
you might know this. So, can you do like when I had a choke on in no gi this at Chicago Open?
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous because I know you can't do neck cranks, right? But
If you have a choke on and you're cranking his neck, it's a choke.
Yeah, if it starts as a choke, it's a choke.
okay, so because I was gonna go, you know how you could get across the jaw, but it's kind of not all the way underneath the chin. You know what I mean?
No,
but it's on the jawline a little bit.
That was Gary Tonon's whole career at brown belt.
Oh, really?
That was his best
You
submission.
go for it.
Just go for it. Huh?
Yeah.
He would
dude.
take people's
Competition?
backs.
'Cause that's not.
Okay.
That's
They would
not
tuck their
considered a neck
chin.
crank.
Have you guys seen the brown belt kumite on YouTube?
No.
Lloyd Irvin did this brown belt kumite in 2012. Like Agazarm was in there, Tonin was in there, Keenan was like the centerpiece when he was still over there. A few other guys, and the whole point was like a round robin tournament, gi and no gi, for everyone to challenge Keenan.
Really?
Yeah, and like you see like some of the craziest stuff, and a lot of it is Gary Tonin face cranking people from rear naked choke.
So in the IBJJF, even though they say it's not legal, it's still
It's legal.
it's legal.
It's legal.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's
not
Hing-
legal.
Hinger did it
It's a
at
choke.
the last.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he choked the shit out of
I saw
somebody.
that.
Choked the fuck out of his
Jesus,
face.
that was brutal.
Yeah. Carlson said, if you can't choke his neck, choke his teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's
I had one of my training partners in that yesterday. He's like, I'm not tapping to it. And I was like,
that,
fuck, I
all,
won't do it to you.
that's kind of where I
Felt
draw the
bad.
line. I wouldn't do that in the classroom.
Right.
Right.
And Andre said that before too. He's like, don't face crank guys in here. Competition, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
No, I agree. Not the face cranking. I just didn't. I thought it was
jaws
illegal.
of bone, just like your arm is. You know what I mean? Fucking
Yeah.
crank that shit till they tap.
You get a Doris, you're cranking his neck. Sorry, pal. Like,
All right.
yeah.
But certain competitions, they do say no neck cranks, right?
Yeah. a lot
well,
of
there's
competition.
There's some,
specific techniques that are neck cranks.
Like a twister's a neck crank.
A
Like, you
twister
can't
is
go
a
for
neck crank.
twister.
Right.
You can't go for just a straight headlock crank.
Right.
So
right.
let's say this is perfect. Like, again, the guys in the 90s, it was normal for them. They would drill neck cranks.
Tim Nevinger is normal for him.
Right. So if you get like a guillotine in the closed guard, you let go and like scoop under the other arm, like do kind of a butterfly sweep if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can imagine that. and like sit back on it.
Right.
That's like a proper neck crank.
They call that 100% at the 10 planet system. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There's also a sweep there too.
Yeah. Sure.
To get right on the mount.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw that on Instagram, so I saved it.
So, but for like a Japanese necktie, can you disguise that as like
Sure.
an anaconda choke? But you're really just kind of
Japanese is not a neck crank. That's a choke.
Same
If
with Peruvian,
it sets right, you're choking him.
really.
Yes. That's not illegal in a tournament. It shouldn't be.
Because some guys show it differently. Like I've seen different videos and like if you drop all the way to your shoulder and you know kind of hook the leg with your leg and then hip in.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, so you still have the neck wrapped up, but you can still get the tap even if you don't. Like because you are hipping in and cranking the neck.
I'll ask people. I'm like, did that crank you or choke you? And most of the time they'll say it choked me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I when I'm rolling, the last thing I want to do is be a dick to somebody.
Right.
So
That's the first thing I want to do. Fuck. No,
Yeah, we
not
know.
really.
We saw your match.
No, like, but if I'm rolling with Aaron, I always
he comes after
pull.
me.
Well, I pull guard and then I go after him from my back, which is impossible.
Well, it's nice that you pull guard.
I pull guard like 90% of the time.
Do you really?
Yeah,
It's good. He's open-minded.
very open-minded. It's 2017.
Yeah. So you lost what, 30 pounds since Fight to Win?
Yeah.
So what's changed?
I just stopped eating like a fat ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped eating like a guy that weighs 415 pounds.
Okay.
Started eating vegetables, cut out a lot of bullshit, carbs, sugar, stuff like that.
Yeah. What's the goal?
Originally, it was 305 by Pans next year.
Okay. Nice.
Or the Chicago Open next year. I don't know if I'll make Pans, but
Well, now you're live on air and recorded, and so
I'll probably be way before
You gotta-
that. So
What's
Did you
the
ever see
lowest you've gotten?
ever? Like when I first met you in like 2000, whatever, when we were both training at Aurora.
Yeah.
I think I was like 330.
Nice.
So, did you ever see that movie? It's a Netflix documentary about. It's called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead.
No.
It's fascinating. So this, you've seen it,
Yeah,
Aaron? Yeah,
it's good.
It's really good. So basically, this guy had all these type of like autoimmune disease. He had all these. He was on all these pills, all this medication. And what he did was he went on a 30-day juice cleanse, just juice, 30 days, and he was able to get off all medication. Everything balanced out. It's really, and then he, in doing this documentary, he also met another guy with similar, autoimmune disease, similar stuff. He put him on that same result. This guy lost like 100 and something pounds. It was incredible. Yeah. It's a really good documentary, and I suggest it. And also, I was just listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with Kelly Brogan, I think her last name is.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
She's fascinating too. She's a psychiatrist from New York, I believe, and she had a lot of stuff about healthy diet and how it affects your body and how you can basically get off type of pills you're taking, and it's really what we put in our bodies is truly really important.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I eat. I eat pizza, I eat sushi, I eat a lot of different things. But even now, I even second guess. Like, obviously, I have a good genes because I'm small. I'm not going to be, I could never get up to 415 pounds. I just don't think it's possible.
Dude, if you try hard enough, you can. I got faith.
There's always other stuff out there to bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
Right,
that's why we're drinking Milwaukee's best. I mean, we're not here to drink Milwaukee's worst.
That's right.
We look after ourselves here.
But it's like, it's important for me to start realizing, I'm going to be 42 in like a month. So,
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, right?
I thought you was like 17.
Yeah, thanks. So
I thought like we were in like your uncle's garage or something.
So when I remember when I turned when I hit 32, my body started to change. When I hit my little 30s, from 29 to like 33, my body and everything kind of changed. So I really start cutting out stuff in my 30s, and now I'm kind of nervous at hitting that benchmark at 42, where maybe that pizza is not going to be, or that pasta or something. Maybe I start cutting out carbs now and just start a little bit healthier. More fish, more chicken.
I've been eating a ton of Indian food because chicken is the shit. The chicken
Indian
they make,
food,
it's so good.
what are they putting into that?
Well, just fucking chicken.
Well, no matter what you're
right.
eating, everything in moderation.
Of course.
No, I eat 7 whole chickens and I've lost 30 pounds in one meal.
All right. Slathered in
Fucking tikka masala sauce.
What's that honey mustard shit you buy? We lived together for a little bit.
Yeah, for like
did you?
6 months. Oh,
Jesus.
The sweet
Yeah, it was
baby
awesome.
Ray's. Yeah.
It was awesome.
That sweet baby Ray's honey mustard sauce.
Oh God.
That was before I decided to like take care of myself. That was when I was just like fat and fuck it.
So how do you feel? You feel better after?
I feel
dropping the
way
30?
better.
Yeah.
I feel way better. My cardio is like it's never been. Even when it's better than even when I was 330.
Awesome, man.
And yeah, like I can move like I haven't been able to move in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're at 375 now, and you want to get 385, and you want to get to 305.
Yeah.
By Pans next year.
Chicago Open, spring
Chicago
Open.
Okay.
Same month.
Same month.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah, have you? I mean, this frame. You've always been a big kid.
Yeah, I mean, when I started wrestling in 7th grade, I was already 210.
Wow.
When I was 13, I've been a heavyweight since. Been grappling since, been pimping since.
Imagine that kid. Imagine that kid shoving you into a locker.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh God, I was such a pussy though.
You play football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I got into wrestling was because I played football. My coach was like, "You got to keep competing, do something."
Right.
And DeKalb football is just garbage. My 2 years on varsity, we won 2 games. We were fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Nice time to put DeKalb on blast.
Hey man,
Let's do it.
fuck that corn. But
what? So you do a lot of crazy diets, right? What are you doing? Anything right now? I'm serious.
no,
What are you doing?
I did paleo for a long time.
Okay.
And that was when I got down to at 330.
Okay.
But I'm kind of doing paleo now. Just I'm adding dairy. And I'm not doing like the sweet potatoes and like the good paleo starches.
Yeah.
Just to cut out sugar.
Okay.
Sugar and alcohol.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
This is the
biggest
first alcohol
It's
I've had
Saturday
in like
night.
a
Relax.
long time.
Yeah.
It's a special occasion.
Paul's the only person I know that drinks often and
Doesn't
quite
have
a
a
lot.
beer gut?
And he's just like slim.
Did yep. Did I got
Chicka slim
I
shit.
got an ab for every beer I drink every
Yes,
night. 6 of them fucking bam.
And I'm thinking, maybe because but you're already 31, right?
Yeah, 31.
Oh wait,
Well,
I'm 32.
You kind of train hard and you have a hard job too, so that kind of
Used to.
Yeah.
used to.
Let's go
yeah,
past
that's right.
Used to
yeah.
train hard.
No, used to have a
Used to
hard
have a hard
job.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe now without the job, man.
I don't know,
Better
man.
watch
I
out,
just
buddy.
I don't get a beer gut.
What job?
Right on.
I was an electrician.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I still am. I'm just taking I'm taking
Sabbatical.
a couple. Yeah, taking a sabbatical.
sabbatical.
Taking
Good.
a couple of months off.
That's cool, man.
Because for the longest time, man, I was that 3 days a week guy, and it like really fucking irritated me because I knew like I was missing out on a lot of jiu-jitsu potential, you know what I mean? But it's fucking hard to go train at night and then get home or get off training at, 9 and shower and get home by 10 and then like unwind. And then maybe get to
up
bed.
at- get up at like 6
And then get up
and-
at 5.
That's,
dude.
that's so hard to do.
And then like busting hump all day on the job. I mean, like I wasn't recovering,
Yeah.
And like guys who, I mean, yeah, there's guys who do, they work every day, but they're sitting in desks, and not to say that's not a draining job and that you're not still at work, but your
body's
muscles
not
are
getting
recovering.
weak,
Yeah. So I I wanted to take a break and do some 2-a-days and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's kind of funny because I'm trying to like live this like temporary like samurai lifestyle, you know what I mean? Like 2-a-days and fucking eat clean and train hard and blah, blah, blah. And I have this ingrown hair on my stomach.
Oh Jesus.
I can see this shit.
This,
Oh my god!
that
Whoa.
crazy?
That's staff.
No, it's not.
It's
So initially
it's definitely something.
yeah. So I'm like, oh, it's like a weird like zit. So like I popped it. This was like last Saturday or Sunday, and then like the next day it was like I was looking at it. I'm
Grew
like,
back
that,
in the shape of a middle finger.
yeah, that doesn't look like a recovering like zit pop. It's right in the middle of my abdomen here, and so I'm like, fuck. So I went to the immediate care like first thing Monday morning, and
Like,
I'm
why
like,
the fuck did you pop it?
so I'm like, this looks weird. Like I've had like zits on my body before, but this one's different. I'm like, I train jiu-jitsu. Like I'm just freaked out at staff or something.
Right.
And she's like, she looked at it. She took a sample, sent it to the lab. She's like, my opinion. She's like 98% it's not staph. It's an ingrown hair. But send it to the lab anyway, and I'll put you on some antibiotics. And I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, and then I said like, well, how long do I have to take off training for? She said, just in case it is something, 24 hours from when you start the antibiotic, you're completely non-contagious. So that's my biggest concern. Is like I don't want to bring something to the gym and be
of course not,
fucking
right.
that guy, you know.
Right.
So I waited it. So I missed a whole day of training for that, and then it started to like. I was taking the antibiotics, and then it started to like swell up and pus up, and then I took like a needle to it and started like lancing it myself and squeezing it out and shit, and trying to like dig out the hair, and then it just got like super fucking puffy and like.
Did you get the hair out?
No,
All that.
It's like the me of ingrown hairs.
And then I
That
was
is
like,
crazy.
and then I was like, I can't go training now because it's like I just went to town on this thing
I'll
with a
neon belly
needle.
it out of you.
I'm like, I don't have staff, but like I fucking hit this thing so many times with a needle that like if I go to
probably
class
have
tonight,
tetanus
I
now.
will have
Right.
staff. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to like fucking do 2-a-days and be like a goddamn samurai, and I'm getting sidelined by a fucking ingrown hair.
Way to go, bro.
I witnessed.
What are you rolling your eyes for? It's what can I do about that?
Nothing you can do about it. Man. You're right. That is odd.
Keep
though.
stabbing it.
So I started training in Aurora in like 2010. I got a job at the gym as like the front desk kid in like maybe like 6 months after I started training. And I worked with this guy who was like the sales guy for the gym, right? So he goes out. His name's Kevin Cruzy, by the way, in case you're listening. So he goes out, he gets a tattoo, a really nice tattoo. Then he comes in and trains the same night or the next night. Okay. And we're like, dude, bad idea, and it's no-gi. Dude, so he comes in the next day with red bumps all over his fucking body, and we're like, dude, you have MRSA.
Shut up.
Yeah, and he's like, no, they're bed bug bites.
Because that's better.
Yeah.
So the guy at the time who was
That's so funny.
running the show there, he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Out of my gym. Dude, the guy didn't even wear a long sleeve rash guard?
Oh,
Come
God,
on.
no. Fucking no shirt.
Oh, no shirt. Yeah.
sorry, Kevin.
Hey,
Kevin.
I'll never forget that.
Did it fuck his tattoo up?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Damn.
Because like MRSA gets real bad, and
MRSA,
it puts
yeah.
like fucking holes in it.
I think he's Master 1 middleweight. Go
Maya.
fuck him up. He's purple belt too.
I'm lightweight.
Oh fuck.
Barely. I could make
finish this
feather.
beer. Finish this beer. He'll be a Master 1 middleweight.
Dude. Telling you, I'm
Like-
whooping your guys' ass on this.
Yeah,
beer,
you
by the
are.
way.
I don't
Totally.
drink very often.
But man, it was like a horror movie. I swear. Like my mind could have been playing tricks on me, but I swear I saw dots coming up.
Really?
Oh,
As you're
really?
looking
Yeah.
at it? Damn.
that's so
It was
gross.
so funny.
I mean, I've had worm a handful of times.
Yeah,
but
me
that's
too.
it. I mean, how about you guys? Anything?
Just
I
worms.
wrestled in high school, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I mean I've had it all.
Yeah. Oh, I've had staph and
I've never had staph.
scabies and
I've
all that
had
shit.
no, I've never had scabies. I've had ringworm and impetigo before.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Zito?
Ringworm, I think I've had a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not recently,
Right.
but
I'm surprised. I've never heard you talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey man, I had ringworm twice. Like,
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, like, Zito, like, since I've known him, has
Yeah.
been there every single day. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
if I have it, I'll like it hasn't happened
Yeah,
at
in a while.
Minecos at all. But
Right.
prior to that, beginning.
Yeah.
it
You
was-
guys use
sucked.
anything like Armbar Soap Company or like antibacterial fungi shit?
No, I've done like invitationals and gotten samples. I don't like how the defense soap feels.
Yeah.
I used to use armbar soap
Yeah.
all the time. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I've used it before. I've had those bars. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never tried it.
I heard the secret is Head and Shoulders.
Really?
I'm not sure why. They said there's some.
knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
Yeah.
Shoulders, knees and toes.
I just use Old Spice. I just figure
Yeah.
like clean your skin.
Yeah.
I don't want to be killing off like healthy bacteria either.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I just use regular soap. I don't use anything.
Man, those
fancy.
gi checkers at IBJJF too, like, they're not doing their job. Like,
Oh, no?
I saw 3 or 4 dudes with worm at the last open.
Oh,
No
really?
gi. Yeah, totally.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, are they supposed to check you for worm?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It says on the website.
Yeah.
They're supposed to at every tournament.
Check your ass for worm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Big
fascinating.
worm.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that they were doing.
But at
that.
the end of the day, like,
Just
if I'm
shower
stepping onto the
afterwards.
mat and my opponent has worm, I'm not gonna be like, yo, ref, look at his worm.
You're going to compete.
Won by wormoplata.
Yeah.
Forfeit from worm.
That's a real thing.
Worma.
That guy Andres from Atos, his worm guard, he has a wormoplata.
There you go.
Yeah.
He comes to New
Fuck
Breed
it,
a
I'm
lot.
patting Penny.
But aren't they normally? Don't they cover it up?
No.
They just let it like that's. Won't it just keep?
at
You
least
look at the
tape
key-
over it. or
Yeah.
something.
The key
Right.
spots too, like right where your shirt cuffs or the gi cuffs, like just right here in no gi.
So what are they trying to do? Like, okay, because for me, I would say, okay, I don't want to, I paid $180 for this tournament. Like, I'm not getting sidelined by fucking a little ringworm that's not going to even be here this time next week. But I also don't want to be a dick. I'm going to cover it up.
Cover it up.
Are they thinking that, like, hey, if I wrap this up, it's like an eyesore, and people are going to be like, what's up with that?
Yeah, what do you got under there? Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Okay.
Totally.
So, well,
But they won't.
They sell long sleeve rash guards. Like you can just buy that to cover that up.
all right.
Well, yeah, but like if you have like a cut or something, you can tape that. I mean, I can't. They're not going to tell you to take the tape off or take the Band-Aid off.
I mean, somebody would really have to be a dick.
right,
Be like, hey, buddy, what's under there?
Yeah.
right. I can't. So I would say just fucking
Just
use
fucking new tattoo.
Band-Aid it.
Right? Thanks, Kevin Casey, whatever.
Kevin Cruzy,
Kevin Cruzy.
the juice.
Ooh, the cruisy juice.
So, yeah,
I don't even know
I
that
would
guy,
say
though.
just like wrap it up big.
Wrap
and
it
just
up,
say,
Band-Aid
I get a
it.
new tattoo.
Yeah, or like Sakuraba that shit. Like, hey, my whole body's fucked up.
Yeah, right?
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, Lamisil is. I have that, and that's what I used in the past, and that's worked the best.
Yeah.
What?
Alcohol and Neosporin is what I use.
What's the wrestler trick? You just dab it with bleach.
Yeah.
People say that.
I've done
No,
that.
I've
You've
had
done
it
that?
done to me.
Yeah.
I've had it done to me.
I've done
in
it.
high
It
school.
works. I mean, it's a
It
chemical.
hurts like a motherfucker, but it works.
It works.
Did it leave a scar on you or no?
I don't know. It does take a long time for
Yeah.
the skin to repair after
Yeah.
that, but I don't think I'm marked up. But I mean, it's a chemical burn.
Yeah.
That can't be good. No way.
I definitely have a scar.
One of the guys over at 10th Planet Chicago, D1 All American, Kevin Hawkins.
Yeah.
He's like, I had worm. He's like, dude, you're gonna think I'm fucking crazy. He's
Razor
like,
blade and bleach or something
nope.
stupid.
Light a cigarette. Put a cigarette out on it. He goes, I've seen it 100 times. It's gone in 2 days.
Yeah, but then you got a cigarette scar.
No, but you got to do it right. You didn't fucking just go like no. You just
Why cigarette? Why not a
you gotta
cigar?
hit
It's
it.
bigger.
Because a cigar is $8 and a cigarette you could bum off some douchebag.
You can go get a Lucy.
Right.
You can go buy a Lucy.
Exactly.
You
But you
fuck
grew
up,
up
you
in
can go buy
Cicero,
another
dude.
Lucy.
I did. I'm just saying, a cigar would be a little bigger, more efficient.
Yeah.
That's
Swears by it. Swears by it.
okay.
Whole college career, whole team did it.
That's strange, man. I'm not
Very
gonna lie.
weird, right?
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I put cigarette out on motherfucker. I don't care.
Yeah, dude. I'm not asking you. I've been doing it myself, man.
No, dude, I'll do it. I swear, it'll be good.
Hang on, neon belly and cigarettes.
Dude, I'm gonna fix you right up.
So,
That's fucking Dr. Salisbury.
well, while we're on that topic, what's the worst injury you guys have seen in a tournament or on the mats at the
And it's a-
academy?
Oh, at the academy?
Seen,
Well, you can do both at the academy or in
seen,
a
or been
tournament.
involved in.
You can do that too. Sure. Why
Well,
not?
at Naga, when Nathan broke that dude off with his foot, remember that? That was
Nathan
nasty.
Orchard?
I wasn't
No,
there.
it was.
no.
Was it similar to what happened to Hamulo?
Oh god,
no,
that
that was a
disgusting.
toe hold. I think I don't know. See, his foot broke.
Yeah,
right
his foot broke.
at the ankle.
Yeah.
But then there's that when you get caught in a straight ankle lock, and the actual leg breaks like 3 inches above the ankle.
Yeah.
Those are the nasty ones.
Yeah, that's nasty.
You gotta be strong as fuck to do that to somebody, huh?
Nathan's pretty strong.
I don't know, man. Like I've felt that part of my leg flex before,
Yeah.
where it's like I better fucking tap here.
Yeah.
I don't like when my bones flex.
No,
Yeah,
you don't want
not
that.
into. I'm
Not Stretch
Not
Armstrong?
into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Just bone flexing?
We had a guy at Vianna's last year, one of our brown belts, shooter. He got his leg broken in half at an open mat.
Jesus.
Right where you just described. Too.
Yeah.
So, like, when both guys are starting on their knees and they kind of quasi wrestle from the knees.
Yeah.
So he goes for Soto Gari, like an outside trip.
Yep.
Kind of like the wrestling version of it.
Yes.
So he got a collar tie, hooked his arm, like stepped over, and tried to take him over, but he fucking landed on his
Oh
leg.
man, that sounds disgusting.
I believe it was a compound fracture too.
Yeah.
Jeez
100%.
Louise.
Yeah, that was like one of the things Mineko showed us. He's like, you know, like every once in a while he'll go off on a rant and he'll be like, "Don't do this in my gym. Don't do this in my gym. Don't do," you know. And that's one of the things. Like when you're on your knees, don't try to go for a standing throw technique when you're on your knees because you just don't have that like.
You're gonna fuck
Even
yourself
just
up.
You don't have
pushing
that
somebody
distance
over
to fall.
you can hurt them.
Right.
Fuck their knee up.
Yeah.
That's
It's
one
like-
reason I pull guard on my knees because I don't want to fucking hurt anybody.
Yeah. Man, that's nasty. Ugh.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but everyone was just like mortified.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Those
He's still out from that, and that was
Is he?
almost a year ago.
Yeah. God damn.
I think he had like
That's-
plate screws, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, that's like I hate hearing that. That's like a nightmare
Yeah, not being able to do jiu-jitsu for a year.
for a year
That's
because like
fucking
mentally, like this keeps me normal. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know what would replace it.
And the way they described it, I think Shooter said like he saw the injury coming, but the momentum was there, so he couldn't stop it.
Right.
Oh,
And that's even
That's the
worse.
worst.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
That's like if you jump off a building and right before impact, you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm dead."
Did
That's horrible.
that happened to me because I got rear-ended one time. I was sitting in traffic, just
You eating cereal like in that Always Sunny episode?
stuff. The Cocoa Puffs, motherfucker. I was sitting in traffic.
Carbs, bro.
Stop, just sitting there behind the car, and I look in my rearview mirror, and this car's like coming at me, and I'm like, "Is this guy gonna slow down or what?" Oh shit! Shit! Fuck! Boom! Just right into the back of me, 40 miles an hour.
Dude, I just so omoplated him.
My little Mini Cooper, man.
This one?
That one, dude.
Really?
Yep. 6 weeks after I bought it, and then it was in the shop for like a month.
Fucking
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
God.
But
You
it
all
was
right?
like
You walked away and fine?
I walked away.
yeah.
Dude, you
So-
should have
that's the
fucking
important
been like, "Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my
What,
back."
what was going through your head when you saw that?
And not a whole lot, just kind of like
Probably
fuck,
fuck,
you know.
yeah.
It's
Did you
like-
put the car in neutral?
Yeah. I did all that. I turned on some smooth jazz. I was like totally
You know what I
pumped
mean?
up for this.
I mean,
So
'cause you
he's
knew it was
sitting there,
coming.
Uber Eats his
So
last
you-
meal.
You had to
Sweat.
no, it's honestly like damaging if you know it's coming because then you like tense up. to
Yeah.
shit. Like
Yeah,
it
of
was like.
course.
Deer
I mean, I
headlights.
didn't get hurt, but I mean,
That's why, like, when drunk motherfuckers take a tumble down the stairs, they're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
miraculously okay.
yeah.
When I flipped my car when I was younger, I was about 16, 17. I had a Mustang Fastback. And when I flipped it, the only reason why, I think I told this story on the podcast before, the reason why I survived was because I was sleeping during the whole process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so you can't tense up. Yeah,
couldn't tense up. That's what the person, because I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. The whole car flipped over.
Yeah.
And yeah, I walked away. Thank
Daniel's podcast, like the one he did, that's still one of my all-time favorites.
God. Yeah.
Vianna.
That's
like, If
crazy.
you guys are listening to this and you haven't listened to Daniel Vianna's episode, that's a good one to go back and listen to. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I love Dan.
He's good on mic, and that story was awesome. And yeah,
And I got to roll when we went to his open mat. I got to roll with Pedro for the first time.
Oh, how was that?
It was great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
He's intense.
He's
Yeah.
really, obviously he's excellent, but he was really nice to me. He said,
Yeah.
he complimented my guard, which is, I felt good,
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, he was good. It's great.
Yeah,
I was
didn't
kind of
get to
looking
roll.
at him sitting on the mat because I don't call anyone out, especially I'm not going to call out
the owner of the
black belt.
academy,
Yeah,
the
black
guy
belt.
whose name is on the door.
Right, exactly. So I'm just
hey,
like,
get over here, guy.
I'm just standing there, and there was no one in front of him. I'm just standing there waiting. I'm just standing there waiting, and he looks at me, and he gave me the nod. I'm like, all right, great.
He was probably really happy to see you. He likes to roll with people his own size. He has some injuries too, so
I'm not his size. He's a lot.
he's a
better
little
than me.
bigger. Yeah. He's probably like 160.
Yeah, he'll roll. He likes to roll with people his own size. He'll roll with me. He'll just murder me.
I didn't get to roll with him. I rolled with Daniel. God damn it, that sucked.
Yeah, his close guard, like just like Andre, his close guard's a nightmare.
Yeah.
All these guys from back in the day, they just have solid fundamentals. Like
Super, like
Andre Mediz was talking about that Thursday. Andre Mediz was talking about that like Thursday or Wednesday
Yeah.
about the old school Carlson Gracie close guard You know, he's like, if you want to play De La Riva and all that, that's fine, but get the fundamentals. Know your
100%.
Like Daniel will just look for you to angle your elbow out a little bit, and he'll snatch your arm and either tap you or sweep you.
Yeah. Dude, I'm realizing that now too, just like that really like developing like a really solid like foundation, you know, where it's like, I think I like skipped a lot of that shit and kind of like, went like straight to rolling Kimuras and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Which
I berimboloed my first day. It was dope as shit.
I think it's all important, right? So like if you're like, this is gonna sound weird, but if you're like jiu-jitsu is like a cake, you know, your basics, your fundamentals would be like the actual cake, and then like all the other stuff you put on top, like the frosting, the sprinkles, whatever, like that's your identity.
Birthday,
you know what? Because it's like every cake's the same. They have that same base, that same foundation,
right?
And then just people fuck around on top, you know,
right.
And then that's you.
Let's stop. Let's just take a moment.
And really bask in that fucking knowledge.
Breathe that in. That was deep, Aaron.
Super deep.
That was dope as
like
shit.
A cake.
Yeah.
And especially for a 385-pound guy.
I know. Why you got to bring up cake? Like fucking Ryan's on a diet and shit.
Shows you.
I'm drinking a Milwaukee's best.
Or pizza, dude.
That's true.
Like every pizza's the same. It has the dough, the cheese, the sauce. That's your basics, your fundamentals, and then you put what you like on top.
That's true.
And Pequods.
Oh yeah,
I've never had Pequod.
I had it for the first time last
Holy
year.
shit!
Did you?
Michelle's
I've
parents
been to
took
Art
us
of
there.
Pizza a few times.
Okay.
I fucking love Art of Pizza just because they got the
Go to
pizza by
Pequod.
the.
Well, I know you're on a diet and all, but if you have a cheat day, go to Pequod.
Yeah.
No cheat day until I'm 305, except for this fucking beer, I guess.
Cool. I'm glad your cheat day is the day you're doing the podcast.
Well, I mean,
beer.
I texted Aaron, "Hey, should I get some 40s?" And he's like, "I'll drink one if you buy them." And I'm like, I texted him back.
But yeah,
I got 4 Milwaukee's best.
a lot of the world champs, like, you know, they'll do really cool stuff for like the flow grappling videos or whatever. But when it comes down to it, when they're in the gym, when they're drilling or whatever, they're doing arm bars and triangles from the guard.
Yeah.
They're doing
It's the basics.
Still
Yeah,
winning
it's the basics.
championships.
Right.
You know.
Kyle Terra put out a really slick Instagram, like I guess little.
I saw that
1 minute video. Did you see
it's
it?
great.
It's beautiful. I saved it.
Yeah.
Man, is it?
Oh, I saved that, of course.
Just the flow, like how he flow. He just transitions and ties these moves together. You're just looking like it's so easy. Like when you see it, like, oh, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
But then you try to do it, you're like, no, it's so fucking weird. My body
Well,
doesn't
the
do
way
that.
those dudes move, like Aaron was saying, how does a Barrett teach that huge guy?
Right.
Like, how could I ever do anything Kyle Terra could ever do? Like, I just don't. I don't move that way.
Bruno has a really good one on YouTube too. Bruno Malfacini.
Yeah.
It's called Flow. It's like 20 minutes long. Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
And like, was it 3 years ago? Buchecha came to Carlsons for a seminar.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And he's just like, guys, I believe in the old school. I believe in the basics. That's how I win my matches. And the proof is there. You watch his matches.
Yeah.
He's not doing. Of course, he's very athletic, but he's not doing crazy shit.
No, it's double legs, leg drags.
Yeah. It's the basics. I mean, I'm really appreciating them. Like Andre has his drilling those things, and I'm just drilling nonstop. Especially, I mean, now I've been thinking about competing at Masters Worlds, and now that now it's done.
Bullet,
now it's like flights are booked, Airbnb's booked, tickets booked. We're going, and now I'm like, now it's time to drill nonstop. Because I'm not going to go like Chicago Open. I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't have a great showing, But now I know what I need to do to win. So and you can see some of the. What's nice is you can see some tape from the guys who I'm competing against because they've all competed. Like the one guy who won Worlds last year, he's in the same bracket, and he's from Canada. And I just, I'm watching those matches. I'm just seeing how they did,
You just want to get the first ones out of the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you want to go out there, have fun, try to tap the guy. There's nothing better than submitting somebody.
Nothing.
I don't even like winning by points. I hate it. And then from there, like, if you're going for that sub, you give up some points, you get some ideas in your head. You start forming your game. Andre's very good with that. He's a seasoned referee. And then you just build from there.
Right.
Yeah. The points suck, but if you want to win, you got to know them.
You definitely got to know 'em.
It wasn't even like, I mean, there's a little bit of strategy knowing like what to do in this situation, this could go either way or whatever. But points fighting versus submission only fighting it's a different level of endurance too. The cardio. I mean, it requires
points.
More. Yeah. Points require more cardio.
I would agree.
I mean, it's just the fucking intensity of like the Chicago Open and Grappling Industries and stuff like that. Like reminded me of like high school wrestling. Where it's like, oh my god, like this guy is.
That's a huge reason I love it.
Giving it up an inch. Like we're fighting to the death for every inch of this match, you know?
And it really sucks because every single one you guys are doing, the rules are different. Like, I don't know if you knew this, at Naga, the last time we had one of our teens competing in the expert division.
Okay.
The guy on top dropped back for a straight ankle lock, and our guy came on top and he didn't get 2 points. And we're like, what the fuck? And the guy's like, oh, the rules are different at Naga. You're allowed to drop back for submission attempts and no-gi.
Oh, wow.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And everything's 2 points or 1 point.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no.
Submission attempts are a point. Submission attempts are a point. I've been
Jesus.
talking out of the mic the whole fucking
That's
time.
all right, man.
We're going to have to redo this whole thing.
Yeah, we're going to have to like come back and
Cocksucker.
listen, and I'm going to have to reread it.
You're just going to give Bruno, who does all our editing, he's going to have to like, fuck, who's on mic number 1?
Yeah.
My name
Edit it all out.
is
I hope I've been okay at least.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Seymour Butts.
Well, the whole thing with these mics is that they're like, if you're off to the side, you know,
Yeah.
you have to be right on them, or like, you know, right in front of your face. Paul usually explains this to our guest. But
Here we go. Yeah. This way is.
oh, you can do that,
Damn, dude.
Absolutely, man.
Ryan looks
Fucking
like he's
Wayne Newton over here.
singing karaoke.
Hey,
Donny Osmond in the house.
no, you guys are talking shit, but I had a problem and I solved it.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
fuck off.
That actually might solve it.
That will. Oh, he'll have to
There's-
hold it.
He'll have to hold it. now, I
Yeah,
understand.
but fucking look at
I-
these.
Gra-
motherfuckers. I can hold a mic.
Yeah,
Get the
but,
photo.
you know, tournaments suck. Like, everyone thinks their rules are the best, their way's the best, so you really have to go and read the rules before each tournament. And then from that tournament to the next tournament you do, they change some shit, so you got to read it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's hard to get.
It's hard for a referee, too.
I'm sure.
We make so many mistakes because we were like, oh, we didn't know this tournament does this. Like,
I was reffing and I told somebody like no ankle locks when I was wrong.
Oh,
and
really?
In the middle, like in the match, he was like, "I can straight ankle lock." I was like, "Fuck it, go ahead."
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't care.
I mean, I think you're only in the right to complain about a rule set if if you lost like a razor close fucking match. You know what I mean? You know.
You can take that off.
My match at Chicago Open, I lost like 7-2. Like I can't complain about that. I got out grappled.
Yeah.
You know, like if you lose by like a fucking penalty point and you're like, well, I wasn't too familiar with the whatever.
Right.
Yeah. You could bitch about that, I suppose, but I can't complain about anything. You know. And Grappling Industries is nice. They have the fucking. Like the build, like the banner right
Yeah,
there.
like
It's
the
like you
checks
can't
next
miss
to
with
what's
the, like
what-
the checks next to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
And I saw like Nogi. I'm like, oh great, you know, if I can,
Yeah.
like, oh, we could heel hook, cool, blah
Yeah.
blah. You know,
and there's no advantages. Advantages are so subjective. Like, did you guys, you watch Worlds, right?
Yeah.
A ton of it. Like,
a lot of it.
you're like, well, this guy got this advantage here in this match. Why didn't this guy get the advantage for the same exact thing in
because
this match?
of the patch he's wearing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
could be. I mean,
I'll say it. I don't care.
you're getting that kind of like this guy is just kind of toe hold kind of, and he's putting like that face on, like, rah, I'm really wrenching this,
Right.
And you know, I don't know if I'm a referee and I could smell bullshit. Like, nah, you're not really. You're not.
Well, don't they
putting
do
it
that in
on.
soccer? Look in soccer. I mean, like
Oh,
the
bullshit
ridiculous
flopping and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
basketball and
yes.
yeah.
So it happens in all
So like
sports.
to call it the Scottie Pippen.
God, that LeBron little dance video that was going around, that shit was hilarious.
After one of the UFCs, I think last summer in Chicago, I was there with Carlson and fucking Daniel, and we go to this bar afterwards. This is hilarious. Like, Carlson knows the door guy, and the door guy's like stopping people as they come in, random ass people. He's like, "Wait, hold on. Do you know who this is? This is Master Carlson." And they're like, "Who?"
Was it the Oakwood Lounge?
I don't fucking know.
Was it Victor?
Dude, Carlson's a lot of fun. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's
and then we
hilarious.
walk out of there, and there's fucking Scottie Pippen.
No tipping Pippen.
No tipping Pippen.
Damn, dude. You talked to him?
Big tipping Pippin because he had 2 nice young ladies with him, man.
Big tipping.
Scotty.
No, wait. Are you saying tipping or tip?
Hey, let's just leave that open for interpretation.
Scott.
But he's like sitting there smiling, like showing off to these girls. He's like, I don't know if he said this or not, but the look on his face was like, watch, every single person that walks by is going to know who I am.
Oh, he
really?
said that?
No, he didn't say it. It's just the look on his face.
Oh, is
He
it
was
the
just
look
like,
on his face? Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
That's funny.
Dude, you just blew up his spot, man. You know
I
Scottie
don't-
Pippen's a married
You know,
man.
Scottie Pippen sitting at home listening to this like that motherfucker in books.
You know, he
Big
was
fan of the show.
taking 2 of his maids out for a nice dinner.
Right, exactly. They've been working hard.
That was a great night.
No tipping Pippen, Zito. Notorious for
Jamie
leaving
Foxx,
really
too.
small tip. Oh, yeah?
Really?
Why?
These rich
I
motherfuckers.
wonder why that is.
I tip 20%. I'm broke.
I tip 20% when service is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, you know.
Like I drive for Uber, and
You're
I
having
gave
a
a
bad
dude that
day,
threw up in
man.
my car a 5-star rating just
Did
because
you
I'm
really?
so
drive-
used to doing
You drive
it.
Uber?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of ride you got?
I got a Ford Escape. Fucking baller as shit.
Yeah, dude, you're a baller.
Dude, I got an auxiliary cord in there and everything.
22 is on that shit.
No, they 10s. I keep them clean, though.
I love it, man. Aaron, not to throw you on the spot here or anything,
Oh,
but
shit.
yeah, a little birdie knew that you were coming into the studio and wanted us to ask you a couple of questions. Let
Oh,
me see if I
Jesus
can-
Christ. Michelle put you on blast. This is fucking hilarious.
A lot of people put him on blast, really.
Oh, really?
Okay.
No MR. No MR.
What's going on, Paul?
Why is your nickname Peekaboo?
Pika Pow.
Peekapow.
Okay, so when I was a white belt, I had a. Don't judge me, please. I was still younger. I was like,
I won't judge you, but
20
the
22.
thousands of people that are listening are judging you for sure.
Dude, I get judged all the time in the jiu-jitsu community. I'm just a giant asshole. Kaio hates me. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Kaio.
Sweetheart.
So I had a like a mohawk type deal going on with like the top being red.
Is that a red mohawk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
And I guess in Brazil, their version of Woody Woodpecker is Pica-Pau. That's the translation. So Andre Mediz and I think maybe Junior over at headquarters just started calling me Pica-Pau.
Peek-a-pow.
That's a
Yeah.
good story.
Peak of power.
Peek-a-pow.
Yeah.
It's not bad. You still go by it?
Sure. If people want to call me it, I'll entertain them
But when they call you out for your fights and be like, Aaron, Peek-a-pow.
if they want.
Okay.
Okay, what else do I got? You got a weird thing going on with baths?
Baths. Wait, you talking to Michelle? What's going on?
I know a lot of people, bro.
It's like a ritual. Like after I train, I like to take a hot bath to kind of.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong
Relax.
with that. I could get down
I don't
with
have
that.
access
I mean,
to a
do you at least
jacuzzi,
put,
so-
Do you at least put Epsom salts in there so it's somewhat like
Morton's.
Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah. But I just
No, just lavender candles.
actually for you for what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Where you have trouble falling asleep, that and like a melatonin will knock you out.
Yeah, I've
Sold a 42-ounce fucking
I've
Milwaukee's
done-
best.
I've done melatonin, man. I don't know. I'm like immune to melatonin. That shit done. Nothing knocks me out. I just,
Yeah.
I'm a night owl. Like I think like,
Yeah.
like I feel like I should fall asleep somewhere around midnight to 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? So when I have like a really early day and I got to put myself down at 10, like it just like
It fucks everything up.
it
I'm the
just
same
doesn't
way.
feel like
yeah.
I'm not that human.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying forcing.
Well, I worked 2 to 10 for like 10 years.
Oh yeah.
So I know like how that fucking that weird clock is.
At the jail, right?
Yeah, I was a corrections officer for
Get out.
10 years, 8 years.
How
8
is
years.
that, dude?
Can you imagine
That's
him
why
on
I
Oz?
was a corrections officer.
You made
know,
it,
that's
man.
why.
Doesn't that have like the highest suicide rate?
You know what? It has the highest suicide rate and divorce rate. It got me on one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got me on one of them.
Which one?
He's still here.
The divorce. For all you math whizzes, it was the fucking divorce.
Thank God.
From
Yeah.
the grave.
Well, good for you. You're still alive. Cheers.
But another big thing with the bath, when I was 16, I had kidney stones.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
ate like
softens them
shit.
up.
Wow.
I ate really bad. I was like 185.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I've
was
seen
a-
pictures. Yeah, he was a chunky little fucker.
Before I started jiu-jitsu, I was not an athlete. I didn't do anything crazy.
Wow, and never 185.
Yeah, so I ended up getting kidney stones. They were giving me like Vicodin, Celebrex, the whole 9 yards. Didn't do shit. It was just miserable, as you can imagine. The only thing that worked was a hot bath.
Really?
That was the only thing that worked.
To pass the kidney stones?
To not be in like
pain,
excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a technique for childbirth too. I didn't know.
Yeah.
That.
Well, they do have childbirth in the tub. Yeah.
Don't they say that's like passing a kidney stone is the equivalent?
That's like the dude version. Yeah, the pain.
I'll speculate.
You can speculate.
That's what they say. They say
you can
it's
get
the
all the
dude.
hate mail from the women out there. Like, Paul thinks that childbirth
they said childbirth and breaking a bone. That's what it's up there with. But the pain was so bad that I was so nauseous I couldn't eat. Damn. And it took a month to pass it.
What?
Yeah,
dude. Fuck.
It wasn't even a big one either.
A month to pass it.
Yeah. So I'll try to get into it without being like super duper graphic.
Okay.
Dude,
so
get graphic. Dirty.
I was so nauseous I couldn't eat. I ended up losing like 15 pounds. Wow. And then when it was finally time to get the show on the road, it got stuck. Because a stone is like a crystal, right? It's all barbed. So it's stuck. I'm in the bathroom like weeping like a little child, like massaging it out.
Right.
Drinking water to keep the stream going and massaging it out. Jesus. Yeah.
I wish the people could see the motions with your hands while you're describing this.
Right.
The massage one especially.
I'm not going to try to be a tough guy. I was begging for my mother. Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to die right now.
Yeah.
I'm passing one right now. Nothing.
Yeah, right.
I can imagine, dude. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, God.
But that was a wake-up call. I started getting my shit together after that.
Eating healthier and stuff.
Yeah. So, like I told you guys earlier, I started jiu-jitsu in April of 2010. And it was like a super gym. I started with the intention of training and fighting MMA. And when I got there and I checked the website, there was like 15 instructors. So I started learning jiu-jitsu from Jeff Neal, Brian Bishop, who was a brown belt at the time. He now owns the Aurora and Shanahan Academies. Jason Sullins, who now runs Evolution of Schaumburg and Naperville. I think those are the only two.
Yeah,
Alliance.
Okay.
Evolution's the name of the school.
Yeah.
He was like Jeff and Brian were more of the MMA guys. Jason was like the sport jiu-jitsu guy.
Gotcha.
And then a guy who doesn't get nearly enough credit, Mark Vajovic. He was like all no-gi, college wrestler, like almost like a carbon copy of like Hinger or Evan.
Gotcha.
He's actually in Korea right now. He moved out to Korea in 2013 to teach English, I think, and he just stayed.
Oh wow!
Teaching English. He trains with Stun Gun out there from the UFC.
The Korean
Dong Hyun Kim.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, welterweight.
Korean Zombie?
No, not the 45er.
No, the other guy. He's 185, right? Or 170.
170.
170, that's right, yeah.
Fucking.
People tell me things.
I've been watching a
I'm not
lot
gonna
of
give
House
you
of Cards.
Dude, how good is that show?
I'm only like on the third season of the third episode of the second season. But God,
It gets better and better.
I'm not going to say anything because if anybody's listening
I've
to
not
this,
seen it, and I just hear good things about it.
it's so fucking
Amazing.
amazing. Kevin Spacey is such a piece of shit that you love.
Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a bad.
He's a
such
bad motherfucker
such
in
a
the show.
good like actor. Like,
But also,
I've said nothing about jujitsu.
that's fine. Also, you can watch that show and be like, "This is exactly how American politics works." Like I'm learning more from this show than I ever would by watching any news channel.
Well, it's all fake news.
Yeah, I mean, like it's how it works, you know.
yeah.
By the way, so last night was Benson Henderson and AJ Agasarm. I didn't see it.
I didn't see
That
it
was
either.
on Fight to
Benson
Win.
won a decision, but I didn't
Did
see
he?
it. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he won by
didn't
six.
see
I heard it was like a really crazy match.
I wonder if AJ got fucking kicked or punched again because
No, I heard
everybody hates
they
this
fell
fucking
off the
guy.
stage at like
Or slapped.
they fell off the stage.
God, I
during
love the Jake Shields AJ match.
Oh, yeah, that was
It's like
good.
AJ, you little bitch. Oh,
But-
that's so great.
Benson is just like so like above that.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, I'm
Yeah.
fucking around on this weekend. You know what I mean? Like I don't have a big MMA fight right now. So
Yeah.
Dude, he fought Nate Diaz. Come on.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think
that's
I
a
don't think
cakewalk to him.
I don't think he would like entertain a jiu-jitsu beef.
Did
Yeah,
anyone, was
exactly.
Bellator on last night?
It's tonight, right?
Was it tonight?
Tonight
Is
or
it?
tomorrow?
Is
Oh,
the
it's tonight.
pay-per-view
I think it's tonight.
with
Who's-
Fedor and
Oh shit, Fedor.
Fedor, Vanderlei, Chael.
Chael.
it's
Who's
tonight.
Fedor
Oh, man.
fighting?
Matt
Mitrione?
Well, it's
Yeah.
not me, so he must have like not
Yeah,
really got
dude.
that email.
Right.
You gonna try to crossface him too, huh?
I'll crossface the shit.
Dude,
out
you
of
got to
Fedor.
cut to 265. You want to fight those
Oh,
boys.
that's right.
Yeah, it's
All you
true.
got is
I have
Bigfoot, man.
to cut my fucking leg off.
You could do it. How tall are you?
6'5" and like a quarter. 6'5".
6'5" and a
6'5".
quarter.
6'5".
And technically, I was 384.8 too.
Oh, there you
So
go.
there you go.
No, but
Under
it's
385.
it's great. Like fight to win, and the Abu Dhabi Pro is now doing a Legends division.
Oh, that's cool.
So for these guys, like Kenny Florian did it.
I saw that
The last
Oh,
time.
yeah.
He got
Yeah.
put to sleep.
Who did
Yeah, Shaolin put him to sleep.
that was still cool as fuck
yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
yeah. I think Pedro fought Shaolin too when they were purple belts in Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Pedro fought like Tedade, I think he told me,
Holy
and a
shit.
few other names. You guys know Tedade?
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's awesome. But my point is, it's great for these guys that have like had these long storied MMA careers with like all the brain trauma and shit. Now they can just go do some
Yeah, just go
easier
do like,
stuff and keep that fire going. You
Competitive,
know?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool for them.
because that was the huge thing that like drew me to it after college wrestling. There's nothing to do unless you're an Olympian, and I was a D3 scrub.
yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah,
Like, so I was like, oh, I get
Definitely.
to grapple, and now I get to learn to choke people with their clothes.
yeah. And like we were saying, we're talking about Submission Underground when Uriah Faber retired from MMA.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he is 38 years old.
He's
You
older, yeah.
and Nick Mitria.
Yeah,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. I did some fact checking on that discussion. I
I'm
think I was
33
like
and I look
5-0 on that episode.
And you were like during the other podcast we were talking.
Fake news.
We were talking. I kept saying Anthony Johnson.
I'm batting 1,000
And you're like
here.
Anthony Johnson's retired. I'm like, and I was listening
You're like,
back.
no,
to,
you idiot.
I'm
Look,
like,
it's
no,
right there.
it was
Michael
Michael
Johnson.
Johnson. I was like, damn.
It's all good.
Do you guys do like the Joe Rogan thing where you like pull shit
We'll
up?
pull
I
shit
will.
up.
I will pull
you know?
shit up for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Be like, look,
Put that
look,
Jeff
Jagoff,
Monson things on.
you're wrong.
Exactly. Like, yeah, we'll look stuff up if we need to.
Right on.
Or if there's like if we schedule the podcast and there's like an event on.
Yeah.
Although like not gonna I don't know. We're not gonna watch Bellator here, I don't think.
No.
Fuck that.
I'm down if you guys want.
I mean, like the
It's
only
a-
two fights you want to see are happening
it's a
like
pay-per-view
5 hours from
too.
now.
Right. It's
Bro,
a
I got
yeah.
nothing
What's up
but
with
time.
that?
Yeah.
Like
A
they're like, oh,
pay-per-view?
we have this one good card. It's never been pay per view for
Yes.
the longest time.
It's their first good card.
Their
They're gonna
first good
charge
card.
for
They're
it.
like, oh, we got to charge
in
for
New
it.
York too.
Come on. Oh,
Is it
that-
at Madison
it-
Square Garden?
I think so.
God
wow.
damn.
But no, that's great for those guys so that they can just go out and keep grappling and
Yeah.
doing what they love without going brain dead.
Aaron, I feel like we should have like played your theme music like coming into the show.
Yeah.
That fucking, what is that song that
Put
you
the-
play? Is it fucking,
So it's like the soccer song,
Yeah,
Olay,
Olay,
but
Olay, yeah.
it's covered by a punk band, the Bouncing Souls.
Gotcha. Okay, and then you do like a little thing. Yeah. You're like quite the crowd pleaser,
Dude, it's
Party
entertainment,
starter.
man. Like
I know.
people like
It's very,
Exactly.
it's very
Why did
entertaining.
you have to finish Eric in 30 seconds? Like he was going to hit a Baron Bull on you. You should have like let him hit that.
Yeah, just
and,
let him
you know
take
what I
your
mean?
back
Like
and
I
maybe
thought-
choke you.
Aren't you a crowd pleaser?
Yeah,
Man, that would
How
have been
dare
fun.
you try to win?
I
you
wanted
fuck.
to have the hello Japan moment.
Yeah.
Right.
I texted him the night before that match. Like
Yeah, he did.
11:30.
He did.
I'm like, don't lose tomorrow. We're going to make fun of you on the podcast.
That would be more pressure than anything else.
No, but I couldn't. I mean, as we discussed, there weren't a lot of people there. Nobody was stoked to be there.
That's so strange.
So
Yeah,
you're just
I
like,
don't know.
fuck it, let's finish
Well,
it
I
real
was
quick.
pissed that like I couldn't go. Like we had,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
wasn't.
too
I mean,
much.
we had a great podcast.
We had a
but-
great pod. Like Nathan Orchard was in town from
that's-
Portland.
that's
and
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we we're friends with him, and we had him in studio and
Nice.
hung out for a bit. And it was just like, yeah, shit, we're not going to grappling games this
Yeah,
time.
it was just
you
too
know?
But,
late
like-
by the time we got out.
Man, I went to go walk on the stage, and like the walkway was as wide as this table. I was like, I'm gonna slip and fall off the stage. Like,
That's how I feel on fucking everything. I'm worried about this chair.
but yeah, it was whatever.
No, it's
I
cool.
was really tired.
I mean, it's better than having someone in a triangle for like 4 straight
Dude,
minutes.
that
Yeah.
sucked.
Fight to win.
Oh,
I was like, dude.
I talked to Adrian after that, and he was like, I put my hand against my face to block it,
Right.
and I took the pain of my hand in my jaw for 4 minutes because I did not want to tap.
What happened there was
That's brutal.
The triangle's my favorite submission.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, he's known for that.
So I'm doing everything I can to adjust and try to finish him. All the finishes I know. And like what Ryan was saying, he was making sure that my triangle, the pressure was aiming towards his shoulder. And he did a very, very good job of that. Like Adrian, like I give him a lot of props for that. He's like, because you have to be mentally tough to stay in a triangle for that long. Like
Right.
Adrian did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And then I made a really silly mistake of trying to sweep him to mount with it, and that just made it looser.
Yeah.
But yeah, at one point, I was like, I wanted to whisper to him. I wanted to be like, "Hey, can you just tap so I can get all the money?"
I'll split it with you.
Can we
I
talk
swear.
about your weigh-in?
Yeah.
Fight to win?
Oh, God.
Oh, the weigh-in.
Did you guys see pictures of that?
No.
Can I tell the story?
Let me tell it. I was my fucking weigh-in.
I'm
I'm
funny.
kidding. So I told Seth, the promoter, I'm like, I know there's not a whole lot of people out there as far as brown belt goes. So I'll fight anywhere from 140 pounds, which would be like cutting 10 pounds, to 160. I walk around like maybe 150. And the way the matchups worked out, I ended up getting Adrian. What do you think he is? He probably walks around 170.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
probably cut to make it. I was gaining 10 pounds to make it.
Okay.
So I showed up to the weigh-in in my hoodie, jeans, purposely making...
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Keep going, though.
So
Fucking
that I
hilarious.
would be overweight by a pound or two. And I'll admit it right now, I stole this routine from Sakuraba. He did it in one of his dream fights a few years ago.
Okay.
He pulled an Xbox out of his tracksuit. I pulled a Nintendo 64 out.
It's so funny.
And then,
Everyone
like-
here started
But it
laughing.
like doubled because like now with like all this shit in my hoodie, he doesn't know how much I actually weigh.
Right.
So I pull the N64 out, I make weight, and then I just keep pulling shit out. I give him a bottle of sriracha. I'm like, here, this is a gift.
It was
I want
just
you
in
to
our
have
fridge.
this. And then I pull my hoodie open, and I have a gi from Elite, one of my sponsors,
Yeah.
just tucked into my pants. I'm like, this is for the pictures. I need to rep my company, you know. So he neber knew how much I
So you had
actually weighed.
pants, you had a gi, a hoodie,
Yeah.
a belt,
Nintendo 64.
and then this Nintendo 64.
He just took it out and set it
Better
on the
be
floor.
Mario Brothers in that motherfucker. Was it?
No, because then it would have looked like Alien, where it's like protruding out of my chest or my
Yeah, he
belly.
wouldn't have been able to hide
Yeah,
that.
that's true. You would have looked like you had a gut.
But I want to say when I stepped on the scale legit, I was probably like 148.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was strong too. I felt the difference, but that's never stopped me. That's my first match ever in a tournament was an absolute match. Like
Really?
it. I understand when people say like, "Oh, the guy was so much bigger. He was so much stronger." Like that's fine, but what are you going to follow that up with? Are you going to rely on that, or are you going to find a way around that problem? Like with Ryan, like I've accepted a long time ago that a lot of the moves I like to do are not going to work on Ryan because he's a lot bigger than me.
Right.
So I need to adapt.
Yeah, what works on Ryan? Just in case
Omoplatas.
I meet him at an
Yeah,
open mat.
omoplata.
Omoplata. I'll say
I'm
it
going to
right
work
now.
on omoplata defense now. Fucker. Putting me out on black.
Best game for Nintendo 64.
Goldeneye.
I say Mario Kart. Ooh, GoldenEye. God, that's a good one.
It doesn't hold up, man.
GoldenEye doesn't hold up.
You tried
Jinx!
you
Drink
tried
a beer.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it.
Hey, I yelled jinx and we're all drinking except the
sorry.
guy that don't
See
drink.
Sal with the
I'll drink
play-by-play.
I'll drink some water.
But no, GoldenEye 64. You try to play it now like competitively with your buds. That
Toggle.
Yeah, it's not accurate. Like you go to like aim up
You-
slightly and then you just go like,
You sound
right
like
off the
Riley
screen.
from the cartoon Boondocks.
I don't
You have
watch
to
that
control it.
shit.
That show's hilarious.
But
dude.
WWF No Mercy. That's the best N64 game.
Does it have Val Venus
the
on it?
Attitude Era.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
That's right.
He's right here. Dude, grappling.
Best WWE wrestler.
Ever?
Well, hang on. Let's
Met CM Punk after Fight to Win.
stop it.
I did?
No,
Relax
no,
a
he was
second.
there. He was there.
I believe you.
I met him too. He said, "Hi, I'm Phil." I was like,
I
come on,
geeked
dude.
out and embarrassed myself.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I was cool as a
We hear that?
cucumber.
How'd you do that?
Dude, it was.
How'd you geek out?
I was a huge pro wrestling fan when I was a
Okay.
kid. Like, it was either like I was going to go to. I'm not kidding. I was either going to
How
go
old are you, Aaron?
to 28. Just turned 28.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
We're
attitude
close.
era.
Yeah, we're close. Yeah.
So I was either. I'm not kidding. I was either going to go to wrestling school or go to jiu-jitsu because
There's a
right.
wrestling school? Like,
yeah.
To
yeah,
become
fuck yeah. You got to learn how to.
It's
Yeah.
insanely hard to get through.
Yeah.
Like,
They
Didn't you ever
torture
see that reality show on MTV?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
I was like,
fucking
I was
really-
working at that time.
really athletic to get through it. They
Really?
have like and if you're like Aaron size, you got to be like a
referee.
fucking Cirque du Soleil type of guy.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I
Jim-
mean?
No,
Like
that's not me.
Rey
Dude,
Mysterio Jr.
When I
Like,
started jujitsu, I couldn't hold a knee on belly without falling over. That's how bad my balance
Come
was.
on.
I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing Aaron
Yeah.
like, oh, who's this little kid?
No,
then I took, like, a
everyone made
4-year
fun of me.
hiatus and he
Nobody
fucking
thought I
murders
was
me.
going to last.
Really?
But
I didn't make
I
fun.
saw Matt Hughes versus Hoist Gracie, and that's when I was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
yeah.
When Matt Hughes beat Hoist?
He had that armbar and Hoist was just like.
I
his arm
remember
was broke.
Hughes saying afterwards, like, I didn't want to hurt Mr. Gracie.
I bet.
That's awesome.
How is Matt he was doing?
I don't
is
know.
Is there any updates on that? I mean,
I haven't
this
seen
is going to
anything
come out
recently.
like a week later or whatever.
Yeah, I
but he
know.
got into
He's responsive now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tragic.
Thoughts and prayers to Matt Hughes.
They said his eyes weren't open, but he was like clenching his fists. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's Matt.
Yeah, he's a tough dude.
He's coming for that train. He's gonna revenge.
But
it.
when I walked off that stage at Fight to Win, he was like right there with Daniel Vanderlei, the coach at Rufus Sport.
CM
And
Punk was
yeah. Sorry.
not Matt Hughes.
So I went to like talk to Daniel, and I'm like, "Who the? This guy looks familiar." I'm like, "Holy fuck, it's CM Punk."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're my hero." Blah blah blah. I used to watch you all the time. Like, dude,
Dude, the thing is, you could beat the shit out of him. That's
No,
what's
I don't know
funny.
about- no.
You don't think so?
I-
You're a brown belt.
I'm
He's
ju-
like a
Hey,
two-stripe
man,
white belt.
I'm that humble jiu-jitsu brown belt.
That's true.
But
yeah, you're super humble.
dude, no, and I was on that like still on that adrenaline high.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I'm like, holy fuck, you're the fucking man. Like,
you were happy, and you were.
he's
came up after
he's
me
probably
after
like, who
that.
the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. CM Punk talks like Conor McGregor now. No, I heard he was in the. Who was telling us that he was up there? I think Carlos Archula, but he told us off air for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not trying
Yeah.
to put CM on blast.
I'll put CM on blast. Come on the show, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah. Show some
Dude,
shit.
that'd be sweet.
That'd be cool.
Show some support for local Chicago podcast.
I see him jogging up and down Milwaukee all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Moving down there next week. I'm still in Aurora.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where are you moving to?
Belmont and Clark.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right by
Boys Town, pretty much.
Boys.
Belmont Broadway.
Like 2 blocks away from there.
Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Wolfpack. Belmont Broadway.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be get to training in 10 minutes, pretty much, right?
Yeah. At Vianna's and 5 minutes from Carlsons. Everything.
Are you and Evan going to bike together?
No, fuck. I'm not riding a bike. Fuck that. I already told you my knee on the belly story. I'll fall right the fuck off that bike.
God, Milwaukee.
Poor guy.
They call it the hipster highway. All the fucking cyclists.
That's
on
what it is. It's the hipster highway. I mean,
I'm surprised. Like in all the hours I've Ubered, I've never seen a cyclist get hit.
Oh, that's good.
Like the way they fucking bike is so crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the way I drive like an asshole.
I'm
too.
stoked though. Like everything kind of fell into place. Like I'm going to be living with Amber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're Amber's roommate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my girlfriend Michelle. She's a blue belt under Daniel, and Dave Amon, blue belt under
Dave.
Daniel.
Shout out to
Wolfpack.
Amber.
Yeah.
By the way, at grappling games, did she bake her like famous like pumpkin
bars? Yeah,
pumpkin
gluten-free
bars?
pumpkin
She didn't do
bars.
the pumpkin bars. She did like
What?
these mini pecan pies, and
Okay.
they were equally
God,
as
they're
good.
probably fucking
I'll
great.
let,
and, like,
I'll let
healthy,
it
too.
slide.
Amber, the fucking jujitsu mom.
She
her,
is.
her and fucking Patty are gonna have a death match over who's the best jujitsu mom. Patty's always coming in hot. She's like, "I got this backpack. I got these cookies, man. You want some cookies?"
I got that good stuff.
Yeah. Not gonna say the rest.
I know what you were gonna say. It's
Yeah,
from a
don't
scene.
do it.
I'm not gonna say it, but it's from a scene from a movie where a guy's scratching his
But
neck.
yeah, everything fell into place with that move, and I'm really looking forward to it because I want to put like really serious mat time in before black belt. Like my worst fear right now is just being a shitty black belt. I don't want to be a shitty black belt.
I can't imagine you being a shitty anything, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're a great friend.
I don't know any shitty.
I'm
black
really
belts.
hard on myself too, though.
You are.
I want to be good in competition, and I want to be good for my teammates.
Yeah,
That's all you can ask
I
for.
feel like you're both already, friend.
Thanks,
yeah,
pal.
I think so. Right? That's
Get
that's
real
the
emotional.
consensus in the community. You know,
I've never met anybody that's like, man, Aaron Brooks is a dick.
No.
You know what I really want to do when I get my black belt is qualify for Adult Worlds and get fucked up by Cobrinha or Hoffa. I just want to see what
Hoffa
they
just
feel
retired.
like.
Right.
That would be
Hoffa did
like
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
It would be an honor to get.
Like the
Just
same like
fucked.
Yeah.
when Brick Welsh was on the podcast. He's like,
Yeah.
I went out trained at Marcelo's, and he's like, I wanted to feel that single leg X from the best that's ever
Yeah.
done it. You know.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Right.
And even then in the classroom, like, who knows if he's holding back? Like, in the tournament,
Right.
they want to
Yeah.
kill you.
They're like, let me finish
I
this
want to
scrub
feel
and
that.
move on.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be that scrub.
I remember the first time I got wrist locked by a black belt, I was like, what the fuck? What's wrong with
Yeah.
you, dude? I'm sorry.
You don't even do that. You just scream.
Yeah, you don't
That's
have
it.
time
You're
to
just
tap.
screaming.
Yeah.
Ah! Like, oh, was it the
Take it
wrist?
easy.
Oh.
Well, I verbally tapped almost everything.
You do.
Oh, yeah?
I do.
I hear you.
Fuck yeah.
tap, man.
I'm not gonna take the extra second to do that. Hope that you feel it, and then
See, that's the thing, too. People tap
process.
me on my
Was
belly.
that a
through
tap
my
or
gi,
wasn't
I'm
it a
like,
tap?
I don't
Or,
feel
Yeah.
that
I
shit.
know, but I know if I go tap, I know
Uh-huh.
you can hear that shit.
Yeah, sure.
I like
I
hearing
mean,
the tap.
depending on if you're rolling with someone who's super aggressive, maybe a little bit stupid, goes really hard. I mean, that extra second might. I mean,
Yeah,
might
Save
be-
a
that's
joint.
I got no
dangerous.
shame. I don't know why guys don't do it. I don't know why it's not like a thing. Like, are you like embarrassed for other people in the room to hear you say tab?
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's just like the smart thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I
Like,
agree.
I'm not.
I'm a mixture of both.
Yeah.
I'll tap one way or tap the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Typically, it's both. for
I
me.
thought you
Like,
meant as far as
you know.
holding out. No, I'm cool. I'll tap all day. I don't care.
No, holding out's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hold on. You're done with your beer there. So it looks like you're going to have to
There's a
open the
little
other
bit.
one.
There's some guys in the gym that are just like gym heroes. They're counting the points. They're like, I have to win. Blah blah blah. It's like
It's very
who
weird.
gives a fuck?
I think Andre Gaval just came out with an article the other day saying like use the training room as your laboratory.
right.
That's where you try shit. Yeah,
That's
for
where
sure.
you try shit. That's where you experiment. That's where you find out like is this game for me or not? Is this game for me with this type of opponent or not? I mean, you should be constantly picking apart
Right.
and trying different things. If you're constantly in the gym, just like trying to bulldoze dudes, go in comp mode, counting every point and advantage, you're not broad. You don't have a broad
Right.
understanding of jiu-jitsu. And fuck, I'll take Andre Gaval's word for that. You know?
That's
I
why
don't-
he's there.
Right.
You let your instructor dictate that. If you guys walk into the academy one day and the instructor just has it in his head like he wants to see what everyone's made of, he wants to have kind of a comp style training, that's what you save that for.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be every day during regular training.
Right.
That's how you don't train 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, how could you? I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
But some people go hard because they're only coming in 1 day a week.
And then
2
like
days a week.
other things with like visitors from other academies, like some people will put
Try
in
to
their head
beat
like
their ass, yeah.
like who does this guy think he is stopping in here? It's like no,
Just
make
go
a new
ahead.
friend.
Oh,
Try
yeah,
some
pal.
of the stuff you're working. He doesn't know what you do.
That's so weird to me. Anyone that would have that mindset.
Yeah, it's
you know,
ridiculous.
like I don't know why anyone would want to be that closed off about anything. I mean, like you have a new fresh body on the mat.
Yeah.
You don't know the person's game. They're probably a cool person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, not to mention, maybe they're just trying your gym out because they train 15 miles away and they just got their job just got relocated. Now they're in the city.
Right.
You're going to be a dick to that guy who might be living
fuck him.
2 blocks away from your gym and is just seeing like, hey, what's this place
Well, gym
about?
raids are still a thing. Well,
No, they're not.
Well,
Wait.
didn't it not happen at Chicago?
Wait,
One time?
What do you mean?
No, stop it. Oh,
What happened?
It did. It happened, right? I mean,
Okay.
that's what they told. I wasn't there that night, but they said.
yeah. Okay.
Somebody dojo storm somebody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
10th Planet Chicago got dojo stormed.
By who?
Oh, I
We
think-
won't say
We're
who.
not, I'm not going to
Were you guys talking about this on a podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like you
which
were.
episode we
Yeah.
Adam Redzovic's episode. I brought it up on actually.
you?
Yeah. And yeah, got dojo stormed. I mean, it was like the pussiest dojo storm ever. It was like
Like,
these
guys, you want to grapple?
No. These guys walked in and they're like, "Yeah, we just want to try the place out," but they were pretended that they didn't know how to train.
Yeah.
One of them, it was a brown belt and 3 blue belts, and they were like warming up with us, pretending like they couldn't shrimp correctly, and like they,
It's so
we
weird.
did Granby rolls, and the guy's like, "Wait, so you go down to the shoulder, and then my legs come up," and it was weird. Yeah, Dan.
And then do they turn it
mean-
on crazy during sparring?
No, it was funny because like Dan Conway, like he's like, I've seen these guys before. I've seen them at tournaments, like
Dan's
cool.
cool.
and he pulled them up. He just like went to their school page and pulled up like all their ranks right there as they were pretending not to know jujitsu.
Did you call him out on it?
No, we didn't. We just
No.
yeah. We handled them though.
Just leave it.
They were they. It
There's a way to
It,
make them feel foolish and still be classy about it.
it all worked out.
I mean, there was a YouTube video where Alan Belcher did that with one of his black belts as a joke.
Yeah, he had a black belt, put a white belt on.
Yes.
He
And then rolled
slapped the
everybody.
hell
was
out
really
of everybody. He was pretending to shrimp wrong.
But yeah, that's
right, yeah.
insane that people like that exist.
But as a joke, it's funny.
totally
But when you're
insane,
coming
yeah.
in trying to be serious,
Right.
like,
Yeah, it's a
trying to
little-
be
it's
like,
kinda weird.
That's weird.
But-
That's like
we'll tell you guys off mic. Who it is.
Jiu-jitsu seems like a really like pure, awesome thing, right?
Right.
But jiu-jitsu in reality is like any other walk of life.
There's clicks and
Most of the
bullshit.
people are gonna be good people.
Yeah.
But there's always gonna be that asshole, that psychopath, whatever.
Right. It's just that we're lucky enough that the percentage of douchebag is much lower than
Yeah.
your common
Sure.
whatever.
But that guy is going to be there,
eventually.
and you will find him one day.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty of them have been found.
You're talking about me?
No.
No, I don't know. I didn't get. You guys got some inside joke going
Talking
on.
that mess.
I don't know.
So the
Yeah,
Ultimate Fighting Championship, you got a poster of that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the original.
That's the original.
That's cool as fuck.
That is cool.
Zito has really good taste for stuff and
Yeah.
also kind of a good eye for vintage, like, things that have lasted the years and will continue to last years. You know what I mean?
That
Not
poster's
just
badass too.
Yeah, I got a little thing for that stuff. I got problems. Paul likes to make fun
No,
of
but
me.
all you can really do is try not to be that douchebag.
For sure. Yeah, you never want to be that guy. I'm always happy. If I'm on the mat,
You gotta have fun.
I love it.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
We started doing
the
this because
best.
it was fun.
Ryan, what got you into jiu-jitsu? For you?
I wrestled in high school and college,
and
then I like you can't keep wrestling. I mean, there's nowhere unless
Right.
you're gonna, and I'm not. So I took a couple years off, like going to school and stuff, and I found Team No Ego in Oswego with a guy named Dennis Hughes. Mike Russo from the UFC used to train there.
Okay.
Terry Martin trained there for a little bit. It was just some dude's garage, a retired cop's garage in Oswego.
Wow.
I don't know if you know where that is.
I know where it's at, yeah.
Okay. And then that's cool. Sorry, it's been a long time since I drank Milwaukee's Best, and I'm feeling it, guys.
Are you buzzed?
Are you
A little
sweating?
bit.
You sweating a little bit?
Now I'm on the spot, yeah.
Come on, buddy. Get
But,
get through your story.
Mike Russo beat the shit out of me a few times, so I stopped. And I found Carlson Gracie in Aurora.
Okay.
For whatever reason, that particular gym, they parted ways with the Carlson Gracie.
Okay.
And then I was kind of homeless for a little while as far as that went, and then they reopened in Aurora, and I started going back there.
Nice.
Got married. My ex hated that I did jujitsu, so I was.
She hated it.
She hated it. She thought it was Neanderthalic. Was scared that I would get cauliflower ear, ringworm, stuff like that.
Do you have cauliflower ear?
No, I was a college wrestler, and I'm a purple belt. I have like this much in like just a little spot.
Good for you.
But so I took a couple years off, and then I was like, fuck that, I want to do jiu-jitsu again. So I went back. I finally got a gi in 2012, and then I've been training fairly consistently ever since.
Nice. So you do gi and no gi?
Yeah.
You compete at both too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice. You got to do both.
You've got to do both.
That's what we learned the most from doing the podcast. Actually,
for sure, 100%.
Actually, like starting up this podcast has been kind of a blessing in disguise. Like it really opened us up to the community. You know, we kind of stuck in a certain mindset originally, but like just kind of like constantly having different guests on and being invited to different gyms and open mats and stuff like that. We're just like, I like picking people's brains, especially black belts that have been doing this shit for 20 years. And they're like, we've seen it all. Like, you know, and like the philosophies that everyone has. And when you find that common denominator, which is, you know, train like this, you know, like who am I to deny that? Like, I'm just going to start listening to experts. Basically, I mean, you're a black belt and you've been on the mat for 30 years. You're a fucking expert.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no arguing that. Like, it's our responsibility to listen to that.
Right. And they're not going to try to come on the radio and bullshit you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
No bullshit. That's what's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got it really good. You're really lucky. It's so cool. That was my thought when I started listening to it. I'm like, these guys are really, really lucky. They're picking up all this great stuff from all these great people.
Do you feel like your
really
guys' jiu-jitsu has improved since you started the podcast?
For sure.
I mean, 100%.
I mean, not only because we train, I train, and Paul, we both train all 4 times a week at least, minimum. But, you know, just by doing the gi, it's just improved so much. Yeah. I mean, Andre's great, obviously.
He's great.
Being able to train at all these other gyms.
I mean, if there's something fundamentally off of your game, I mean, Andre will just like keep beating you up on that. Like he'll just keep sweeping you with the same shit, and he'll be like, dude, why do you keep doing it? You know what I mean?
Right.
And he'll fix it, you know. And
Aaron did that to me for a long time. Every time I posted on the mat, triangle, omoplata, triangle.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I still get omoplated.
Yeah.
I don't get triangle.
That's how you know somebody cares about you.
100%. But
For sure.
it's not only that. I mean, like Daniel, I've rolled with him. He's invited us over, and I mean he's fucking really good to us. And Jeff Serafin, I mean, anytime I go to his open mat,
Jeff's amazing.
He'll take time and be like, dude,
Mark
you know,
Vivas,
I mean, everyone's
Thomas,
super,
everybody.
super cool. You know,
I popped my ankle at Mark's gym, and he threw that voodoo band right on me. Like,
oh really?
Didn't even think twice. Mark's awesome. Jeff's awesome. Like, it's so amazing to be around these like-minded people.
Right. Yeah.
Like Mark, for example, it seems like all he wants to do is just put Chicago on the map.
Yeah, and that's all we want to do.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're here to do.
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
much
right
too.
there
Like,
with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you hear Kristen Martin? She just got her black belt.
Black belt.
Yeah, won
Shout
world.
out to Kristen
Did she
Martin.
win worlds? Or
Yeah.
she get
Yeah.
silver?
She won
Okay,
worlds.
awesome. Good for her.
Yeah.
And
it's
her
fantastic.
teammate Sharon got silver, I believe.
Is that right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
shout out to Kristen.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool.
amazing.
Good for her.
Yeah, I've got to go see her at her school. I'd like to, you know, because she's small. She's my size.
Yeah, sure.
So it'd be great to get her some rolls with her.
Right.
Yeah, that's fantastic. When I saw that post, I was like, it's just so cool to see. You know?
The women in the Chicago community are phenomenal.
Yeah.
I learned so much from rolling with like Taylor and Nikki and Danya, like, and they come at you too. They're not holding back. It's really good.
Yeah.
You learn just as much from them as you do rolling with.
I mean, Christina at our
Anyone
gym.
else.
Christina, she's got my number. I literally, I mean, she's like my, like I go against, like my size, right?
Yeah.
And when I go against her, I can't. She just gets me every time.
Yeah.
I can't really do. My game and her game. It's like I gotta change my game for it to. I gotta figure it out. She's tough.
100%, man. If a girl is tough enough to stick it out to purple or brown,
Yeah.
they're no fucking joke.
No
I mean,
joke,
they've
man.
been through the whole bullshit of,
Yeah.
you know, white belt, blue belt, egotistical dudes that
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to lose to a chick, that are just
Yeah.
kind of really going hard. You know what I mean? They know how to handle that. You know?
She fucking handles me. I really can't do anything against her, man. And she's like, oh, she's so humble. She's like, I'm really not that good. I'm like, fuck, you are fucking good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's really good.
She's very good, and I'm just like, you're fucking good, and I'm fucking trying hard.
I'm the same way.
Can't do it.
Especially when I train with Pedro, I walk in there and I'm like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And some people might disagree, but when I come in with that attitude, I feel like I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I come in every class. I'm like, because I start at 6, so I go to the fundamentals class,
Yeah.
the beginners class, and I stay to the advanced. So I do 2-a-days, right?
Yeah.
I guess you consider that, right?
Yeah.
So, but I don't care if I'm blue, purple, brown. I'm gonna go to that fundamentals because that's super important to me to just keep learning that, repping, because it's just all reps.
Not to mention, you don't learn your fundamentals one time
No.
and then stop doing it. You go back maybe 3 to 6 months later, you do the same move and you're like, oh fuck, I've been forgetting to do this the whole time, grabbing the arm here, grabbing the gi there. So yeah, you can never do it enough. Or somebody's made a different detail or a different way to do it, and you're like, wow, this really changes how I approach this scenario.
Yeah, I mean, just like in 10th Planet, they have the warm-ups, right? So there's always adjustments to those warm-ups.
Yeah.
Why? Because of evolution.
Yeah.
You know, something stops working, or there's a more better or efficient way to do that move. They're going to change the warm-up series. It's just the way it is. It's going to evolve. It's always going to change.
Yeah.
But which is good, because who wants to do the same, whatever warm-up you're doing, like all and no evolution? It's like, okay, this is it, then we're done. No, it's always going to evolve. There's going to be a counter to that, and you're going to have to change
And that
little tweak here and there.
That goes back to the mentality of sparring, right? You get into that position, you try that detail, and that's the test.
Right.
Is this efficient or not?
Right.
And that's the same thing. Like, you can't spar to win. You got to spar to learn.
There are times, but it's like,
Yeah. A couple weeks out from a tournament, like,
Right,
hey,
exactly.
Let's play points. Let's work hard here.
or
you
even
know.
have your instructor bring you two in the middle, have the whole class watch you guys, and have a match. I'm a firm believer in that. I
When I
like
was
it
training-
because sparring is not the same as competing.
No.
You need to feel that anxiety.
Yeah.
You need to feel that pressure on you. And that is perfect for that. I'm a strong believer in that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you go hard then? You go 100% at some of your
If we're having like a mock match.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
do you guys have that often?
No, if I'm running class, I will do that.
Oh, you will?
Yes. If I know certain people are competing, I'll make them have a match.
Wow, nice. It's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
No one's ever gotten hurt?
No.
It's good.
That's another thing. As an instructor, you kind of need to take a long, hard look at the room. What's this guy like? Especially if they're white belts,
Right.
Does he tend to be more aggressive? Does this guy tend to be more passive?
Right.
You don't want to have a bad chemistry. Not only that, but as far as what you're teaching, like if it's the two purple belts you want to show some single leg X guard to, but the rest of the class is 15 white belts, you're not going to show single leg X guard that day.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Right.
So as an instructor, you just look at the room, you see who's there, what personalities are there, and you go from there.
Right.
That's all.
How often do you teach?
So I teach the kids classes for Daniel. The first kids class is like 4 to about 9 years old, depending on the maturity level. And then I teach a big kids class, which is 10 to about 14. I'll let the 16-year-olds come in and train and whatnot. And then at about, at that point it's 6:30. We have a half-hour beginners class. I think you came in for that class one time.
Yes. Yeah.
If Evan's
there,
not
that
there, I will teach that. And then the 7 o'clock class, it's typically Daniel or Evan.
What do you do on Saturdays? Because I've been over to Vianna's on 2 open mats and haven't ran into you.
A lot of times I do go to the open mat. I think that was just bad luck. I'm either reffing, if I'm feeling a little sore or beat up that day, I'll stop in for the class at Aurora, which won't be happening anymore because I'm moving. Or like I told you, I really like the open mat at Valco's too.
Yeah. Valco's is awesome.
We have yet to go to Valco's.
You have to.
It's a great open mat.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've rolled with a lot of guys. I've rolled with black belts. Yeah, it's
there's a lot of
let's
Jitsu
go
stuff
over there.
there.
Let's all plan something.
Yeah, I might, hurt people's feelings by saying this, but I'm sorry, but I think Jay has the best open mat in the city.
Whoa.
Dude, hey,
Damn, blast.
he made a post today. If you look at the room he had, it's like amazing. There was like 30 guys there. But on the same side of the token, I will say, because it's so good, there's so many people, he runs out of mat space.
Gotcha.
peaks and
Yeah,
valleys,
what
guys.
days is open mat?
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday's
11
the
to
big
1.
open mat
You
thing.
ever been to Seraphins on Friday?
Yeah, that's very
Usually
good too.
gets 30 plus people there too.
That's a good open mat. New breed. They're all. I mean, I've never had a bad open mat really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not-
Sunday's open mat for Nogi. Everyone's in Lombard, 10th Planet Lombard. It's a good open mat.
I'm
too.
gonna make that one of
It's a
these
good
days.
open mat for Nogi.
Yeah.
Um,
He's got a great space. If you're
Yeah. And Omar's a fucking great dude.
He's a beast.
But I'm not, trying to dog anybody. Like, you're training with the same people all the time. Like, if you have a day where you're just like free, go experience other things. Go
Hell yeah.
experience other styles. Like, whatever.
Cross training's huge.
Yeah.
We've noticed
So
that too
important.
since we started doing the podcast. People have like listened and they're like, I never really knew that was like a thing before we started like, hearing your guests and stuff like that. And they seemed so welcoming on mic and they were saying, yeah, we have Saturdays at our place.
I didn't even fathom the idea of going to see other affiliates until I was a blue belt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can. Yeah.
That's
But
like, what you have all these? Yeah, just stay here.
like from the suburbs too, but not a whole lot of options out there. But 2014, a few of the guys were just like, hey, let's go down a couple times a week and go see Carlson. I'm like,
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
it.
that was when we started like
And-
the Vianna's 10 a.m. then
Sure.
noon at Carlson.
he brought me to my first class at Vianna's.
Yeah, I was like, hey, let's go check this shit
So
out.
from there, that's how this all developed.
Oh wow.
And like, I couldn't be happier. It's really cool.
Vianna's
Some of the
is so
best things in
fucking
your
wonderful.
life happen when you just branch out and take some chances.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Deep.
Very deep.
Another deep comment from Aaron Brooks.
Man, the
that was
philosophy.
almost as deep as the cake
the cake.
analogy, dude.
I want a cake shake from Portillo's.
I knew that
now.
one would be a little
cake
tacky.
shake for
That shit is
Portillo's.
so good.
Yeah.
Can we
just
address the
fucking
fact that Paul finished his 42 ounces of Milwaukee's Best Ice?
Paul's a beast.
And instead of finishing Tony's Milwaukee's Best, got him a Modelo because apparently he's snooty.
Yeah, I'm a little snooty. So,
No, Milwaukee's Best is shit.
sorry for any future guests that come on the show. I'm an Amstel Light guy.
I've heard you say that.
Yeah, I guess I am a little kind of a beer snob, but appreciate the Milwaukee's Best. But there's no fucking way I'm cracking another 6.9
dude, it's
alcohol
okay.
volume, 42 ounce Milwaukee's Best. I'm not an animal.
I remember my
I'm gonna
first beer.
sit back and enjoy a Modelo like a
Get your
human.
hands off me, you damn dirty ape.
Trying to,
It's Saturday night, right?
yeah, so I have 2 Milwaukee's Best.
Yeah.
Have 84 ounces of Milwaukee's Best.
Man, did we ever talk about American Gods on here? Did you guys ever watch?
I've only seen like one
what's that all
episode.
about? Dude, it's
it's
so
a
good.
fucking wild show,
It's
though.
fucking wild
I've
ride,
seen one
man.
episode, and I was just like, "What the shit?"
I just
Dude,
started
it's fucking
doing
insane.
Game of Thrones.
You
Did
just
really?
started Game of Thrones.
The very
Yeah.
first scene of Game of Thrones
Yeah.
with the wall.
Yeah.
That's what hooked me. I was like,
Game of Thrones is excellent. Also,
Well, for
This
my
is
birthday, one of my training partners just gave me his password.
for HBO Go.
Yeah.
"Damn,
That was a birthday gift.
Yeah. No, dude. It's better than nothing. I'll fucking
Aaron,
take
love
it.
that, dude.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
No,
I'm
it's a
not
good
gonna do
gift,
it.
and I want his
Happy
password. so I
birthday!
can
Here's
fuck-
my fucking passcode to Flow
Because
Grappler.
this guy's gonna be like, "Oh, this cocksucker! I'm changing my password."
I gave you my flow password just cause.
Yeah, he gave me his flow password.
That is nice. And Anthony gave me his Flow password.
What up, Flo?
But yeah,
What up, Flo?
shout out to Flow. Fix your stream, you.
Michael Sears flow. What up?
But I actually had to buy my own subscription
Why?
during World.
Oh,
You were watching that
you bought-
shit? Yeah. And
they still
I
have
was
the
like
fucking
super
ads.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
what's up with that?
Come on.
So annoying.
And I kept trying to log in with your login,
Yeah.
and it was like, nope,
kicking
it's already
each other
linked
out.
up to another computer. And I was like,
Oh, that's
fuck,
such
it was
bullshit.
like $118, but it was for a year. Whatever. I'll support them. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
it's good
I'll support
content.
anything
For sure.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
What-
it's good
you know,
content.
They're trying hard. I mean, like, yeah, we bust chops about, them buffering or whatever. They'll figure it out in a couple of years.
A couple of years. I hope sooner than that.
Well, still, when
We're
you
gonna have a
figure,
flying
like,
car in
dude,
2020.
There's a lot of time left.
There's not a
So
lot
they-
of...
Flow
they could-
grappling out here living in 2037.
There's
I love
not
those memes.
a lot of money
God,
in
that shit's
jiu-jitsu.
hilarious.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I
you
think-
know,
I
Dude,
think
there's like fives of thousands of dollars in jujitsu.
there is. There's a lot of fives of thousands.
there is. I mean, I see it getting bigger. I don't know if because we're close. I know we talked about it, but I feel it like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
totally on scene. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see some more super fights. Between
Dude,
UFC
having
fighters
done a
and stuff
super
like that.
fight, that shit is the coolest thing ever.
You mean locally?
Well, how they brought like Kyotera out here
Yeah.
to like
That was-
promote.
that was
It's
awesome.
fucking
That was
having
so
some
cool.
big names come out here.
Fight
and
to Win is the best.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah, Seth is a really cool guy, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not. It's because it's Kyotera. I mean, I would never think that would be like, oh, there's Kyotera.
God,
I'm watching
when
him
he
fight.
walked into the weigh-ins,
Yeah,
like just me being as big as I am, I was
Yeah.
like, this guy's the size of this bottle. He could fucking murder me.
right.
Yeah.
Like
incredible.
he could just break everything in me with like looking at me.
Right.
Yeah,
but
when-
that's good. That I like to see like Buchecha on. I like to see.
dude, that'd
I
be-
mean, bring these guys out to
I'll
like.
take Buchecha.
Okay, there you go.
Go
He's
gi
calling them out.
expert.
Line that up with Josh.
So I liked seeing that. I mean, it's good for
Yeah.
and I like that these guys who are like Kyotera, that type of like fame, if you want to call it
Yeah.
that, are like, yeah, I'll go to Chicago and fight
For sure.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna toss him a couple bucks too.
Well, of course.
I heard
I mean-
he got,
Oh, yeah.
I heard
yeah, he
he
got taken care of.
paid
Yeah.
for that.
which is fine, but them getting paid, promoting the sport only brings more eyes to the
And then
sport,
they pay us.
and
and then
I'll sit back and applaud Seth Daniels for that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's putting the whole thing together. He's getting these guys paid. He knows what they
I
need,
have
what they want. they're
Zero
worth.
complaints about Fight
Yeah.
to Win.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah,
The
That's
best business model, the best rule set.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing from everyone.
Yeah.
And nobody has said shit like
Yeah.
negatively about them at
Yeah.
all.
yeah, it's been a great venue.
You know,
And like he
at the Odeon,
he
it was
appreciates
off the
me
chain.
acting like a fucking bozo.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, I love that. Keep doing it.
of
Well,
course.
yeah, when he comes
dude.
out and tells everyone to start banging
When
on
you're-
the mats, I mean, that's fucking
when
great.
you're pulling
you know?
Nintendo 64 out of your gi during weigh-in, I mean, like, yeah, that's going to make the
That was
rounds on
really
social
funny.
media. I mean, that's just fucking smart
Do they-
marketing.
I know they take photos for the weigh-in, but they don't. There's no stream for the weigh-ins or anything.
No.
like that.
No.
They should start doing that. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Why as well? I mean, it doesn't cost much to video weigh-ins, right? I mean, how much could it cost?
I don't know, man.
But you guys go one by one, or
Who's
is you?
that
Yeah,
interested
yeah.
in that? I
It
mean,
goes
when's the
black-
last
it
time
goes
you watched
black
a
and
UFC
down.
weigh-in?
I honestly, I watch UFC weigh-ins.
How often?
I watch every weigh-in.
You watch Joe Rogan check out Ronda Rousey's ass at every weigh-in.
every weigh-in you watch?
I do. I like the weigh-ins. Yeah.
So
I
you
do.
watch more weigh-ins than you watch fights?
No. I mean, I just I like to see how these guys
Ball juice.
come up. I don't like it as much as I did when they actually weighed in.
Right.
I like that
The
when they're-
ceremonial weigh-in's a little weird to me because
Yeah.
I know it's fake. you
Yeah,
know?
it's kinda-
and
it's-
it's
it's
like,
That
little
shit's
strange.
fake.
you're flexing for
The
no
new
reason.
ones are fake.
Like,
Yeah.
I just want to say that's another successful component of this podcast is Paul trolling Zito.
you like that?
Yeah, I love it. I'm all about it.
I'll call him out.
Vice versa sometimes
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
But-
But there's something about like the initial weigh-ins where I mean like you have McGregor coming up there making 145 just fucking Skeletor
Yeah.
and then just like fucking you know
Exactly.
like I mean that dude is on the verge of his deathbed
Right.
and he's fucking screaming to all of his fans
Right.
and he's grabbing the microphone out of Joe Rogan's hand and his voice is raspy. That's real, dude. That's super real.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm not tuning in.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No
Like
one
you
can
weighed in,
touch him.
you weighed in 12 hours ago.
Right.
You're completely rehydrated now.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's a different. It definitely feels different watching
Feels
it.
different,
You're like
yeah.
the dynamics. It's not there. That,
don't
like,
call it a weigh-in. Call it like a ceremonial.
Call it a face-off.
Face-off. Call it a
Exactly.
face-off.
Right.
Exactly.
Dana, if you call it a face-off, I want my check.
Him and fucking Chael are untouchable.
Yeah.
Can't touch those
the best
guys.
in the game.
They're the best.
The best ever.
Like when I'm sorry, but when Gordon Gary tried to do it, it's just like.
Although Gary's
what
pretty
about
funny.
when
They're
Jeff
good for
Monson tried
jiu-jitsu.
to talk
Yeah.
shit?
What?
When Jeff Monson tried to
Oh,
talk
you guys
shit.
got to see that.
What?
Jeff Monson's. I'll pull it up on my phone.
I can pull it up here.
Who was he fighting?
Oh shit!
I
we pulled
forget.
something up.
Yeah, we can pull something
Okay,
up.
so
No.
Don King was fucking promoting this.
Don King?
Yeah, this was a while ago. Maybe like
It's so funny.
over 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's a long time.
So, Jeff Monson, fuck, who was it? Maybe like somebody obscure, like Rico Rodriguez or fucking Bob Sapp. Somebody like
I thought you were
that.
going to say Bob
Someone
Saget.
ridiculous.
Yeah, Bob Saget. That would even be even better. But he's
Bob
like,
Saget comes out with
it's
the
like-
Michelle twins.
he's clearly reading off the script, and Jeff Monson's like, "Do you like seeing people get fucked in the ass?
It's so funny.
Tune in and watch me fuck this guy in the ass."
No, he's like, you like seeing people get fucked for free.
Yeah, fucked for free. That's
Who
right.
said that?
Jeff Monson.
Monson.
And then he's sitting there, he's
Jesus.
like, I'm
Is
going
that
to fuck
YouTube?
him up.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck him up.
Like a robot.
And it's so fake.
Like
it's
he's a
so,
Terminator
so
that's
funny.
been programmed.
So what's that? When I look at Jeff Monson,
Don King. Just do that. Jeff Monson,
How
Don
about a
King.
super fight? Bob Sapp versus Ryan over here.
Oh,
How was
that would be-
dude?
I would pull single leg X.
Is Bob Sapp still alive?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, bring him. If he's alive, bring him.
Aaron's like, yeah, I talked to him
No,
the
he's
other
still,
day.
he's still doing steroids. He's still 450 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
I will
Yeah,
pull.
he's a gentle giant. Leave him alone.
Aw.
He's
so
sensitive.
is it like? Is it this one?
Yes,
We're gonna-
absolutely it is.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait.
We're
You guys
gonna
are
give you a-
fucking die.
Play this
Massive-
on the air. Shut up, Ryan.
Hang on.
This is history.
I gotta,
here we
I gotta
go.
raise the volume on this one. Let's see.
This is phenomenal. Mark Kerr, yeah.
Worst promo ever. Jeff Monson versus Mark Kerr.
Fuck for free. Watch me fuck up Mark Kerr for free on DonKingTV.com live Saturday, September 27th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. DonKingTV.com. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna put these hands right around his face and beat his ass. You watch this live for free. DonKingTV.com.
No way.
so
That's
great.
not
That
a,
is wonderful.
That's not a joke.
No,
That is so funny.
No, that was a
My
legit
God, that's
promo.
brutal.
I'm going to fuck him up.
Thank you
I'm
for bringing
going
that
to
up.
Can you
fuck
imagine
him up.
Don behind the camera? All right, Jeff, you're Mikey number 2. Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Don King
Jesus.
TV.
Mikey number 2.
Oh my God. That's
Did he
terrible.
fuck him up?
I don't think they even fought.
I don't
I don't
remember.
think it even
All that-
happened.
all
I
that.
don't think it even happened, dude.
What the fuck?
That's how I feel. Like if I try to talk shit, I feel so fake and robotic because it's just not him.
I just like to
yeah,
have
you got to
fun.
be like to me too. Like you said, like Chael and Connor, like
Yeah.
they have this thing about them where it just like it rolls off their tongue. Like, and there's also that like they believe that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet you
See, that's the big
solid
thing, they
money.
believe
Chael
it.
went to like pro wrestling school to learn
No, he
how to
did.
talk like
That's
that.
actually a
Oh,
fact.
it is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. I mean,
He's like
They
fucking
teach you that
He's
too?
man.
hilarious.
He's
Yeah.
like Ric Flair out there.
Dude,
Yeah, he is.
do you ever just YouTube dive like old wrestling promos?
No.
They're
but
so fucking funny. dude.
every once in a while
Netflix just came out with a show
on
called
those
Glow.
lonely nights.
Did you
I will
see this on
YouTube old
Netflix?
wrestling.
I've seen ads. I haven't seen it.
Okay, it's fucking hilarious. It's called Glow.
Is
on
it about pro
Netflix.
wrestling?
Yeah. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Nice.
It's
hell
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
That's perfect.
It is so fucking funny, dude. Watch it. You can watch the whole like Netflix throws out the
Yeah.
whole series.
Yeah, the whole season. You
Yeah,
binge
whole
watch
season,
it.
binge
All right, let's
watch it.
geek out for a minute. WWE, WWF, whatever.
Yeah, we
Whoa,
kind of
take the
rested
F
on
out.
this earlier,
yeah, we
didn't
did.
we?
I'm bringing it back up.
Yeah,
again.
let's do it, man.
Best name,
The best name.
not best character, not best wrestler.
Just the best name.
Best name.
You go first. Because I got a good story behind
I
mine.
gotta be. I gotta be honest with you, and he's not even my. He's not even my favorite wrestler. He's not even the top 5, really. But he has the best name, and he also has the best finishing move name.
Okay, who's this?
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
And sweet
I almost
chin
used
music.
Sweet
that.
chin music.
Yeah, it's
I almost used that for my first fight to win.
Did you?
Yeah. His
just a
entrance
sexy
theme.
boy.
Okay. All right. I could dig it.
I'm just your boy.
I'm going to get a little more obscure. Not totally obscure, but, Val Venus. The big Valbowski.
Hello, ladies.
Dude, hello, ladies.
So
I have no idea who that is.
I'm
You don't know
huge.
Valbowski?
I gotta bring that up.
I'm huge into the play his theme song. I'm huge into the meme game on Facebook. Like I fuck with these guys all the time.
He does.
So you know his whole thing. He'd walk out to the ring, get on the mic, and be like, "Hello, ladies."
Yes. In the towel. In the very short towel.
I'm posting pictures on everyone's wall. This was yesterday, actually.
Okay.
I posted the towel pic on his wall. I'm like, "Hello, Sally," and then I went on my girlfriend's wall. Another picture. I'm like, "Hello, Shelly."
Yeah. She had no idea what you're talking about.
She's like, "What the fuck?" In case anyone doesn't know, Val Venus's gimmick when he wrestled was that he was a porn star.
That's right.
Was it really?
Yeah.
There you go. That's him putting it
There
on my
he
face.
is. Yeah. And he didn't necessarily do the crotch chop. He did kind of like
a grind.
Yeah, he did like a weird fucking grind.
That's
in the Speedos.
That's what Aaron puts on my Facebook.
Val Venus.
Zito's like, "What the fuck is wrong?"
Like,
All right,
these guys,
what about you, Ryan?
I wasn't that huge into it where I can get like
specific
I think Val
about shit?
Venus is just fucking hilarious. Like I think a lot of it's funny, but I was never like super into it.
Yeah.
Well, what was your entrance theme at Fight to
Oh
Win?
yeah, it was Big Show. Just because I was 6'5",
Okay.
417.
All right, good. Yeah.
That was. I guess I can relate to Big Show the best.
Absolutely.
Actually, funny, when I was a corrections officer, when I first started, we moved facilities like 6 months after I started at the jail. When we were in the old jail, there were cell blocks. There was a group of 4 cell blocks called the 500s. I'm sweating my ass off.
It's okay. I'm right here. Tell your story.
Thanks, Aaron. But there was one, like, they separated people by bond. So, like, people with, like, murders, big assaults, robberies, stuff like that were in a certain cell block. And you would have to go in there to check and make sure everybody was alive, everybody was there. You know, nobody was, like, getting their whatever somewhere where we couldn't see.
Right.
So I walked in the first time and I heard, well. So this cell block for like the 8
beginning
months,
of the Big Show theme. In case you didn't know.
beginning of the Big Show theme. They called me Big Show for like 2 or 3 years until like
The
everybody.
inmates called you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would walk in and they just go, well. So that's what gave me the idea for the walkout.
That's who watches professional wrestling. Criminals and teenagers. That's why
I'm the guiltiest man alive then.
And then teenagers turn into criminals.
Right.
Yeah.
Bummer.
One guy was so stupid he thought people were calling me a whale.
Nice.
Oh man. Yeah, I
They
could
would
see
go
that.
well, and he thought whale.
Whale. I could see that. He was probably the smart guy. I never watched WWF.
watched wrestling.
Yeah, right. Calling him whale.
Deadliest catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I watched wrestling when I was a kid, but it was called WWE. And like there was Hulk Hogan, you know, Iron Sheik.
WWF, you mean?
Yeah, dude.
WWF,
Ultimate
rather.
Warrior.
Yeah, Ultimate,
Didn't watch it.
yeah, Ultimate Warrior was
Macho Man Randy
You
Savage.
guys have to follow
May
the
he rest
Iron
in
Sheik
peace.
on Twitter.
Oh, really?
He's so funny. Like everything he says is so like
Really
fuck
good.
the NBA draft. Like,
Oh, really?
Little
Just-
nuggets of
Just
wisdom.
random stuff.
Was he like the Hanato of
Yes.
WWE? Oh, is
Yes.
that what's up?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Speaking of Hanato, man, he's been on fire.
On
with
fire.
with his Instagram. Yeah, straight out. You
I'm
know
up
where the
after
gym
you.
is? Walk right out to the gym, make
We've
it
been
right.
going for 2 hours, bro.
Damn,
I don't mind if you guys don't.
I don't mind.
I just love hanging out and talking
Let's
about.
pause it. I need to piss.
Yeah,
I'm dying.
that's cool.
We
That's
can
cool.
pause it. I can just talk to Aaron if you want. You can
That's
just go.
fine. I'm
Go ahead,
down.
man.
I'm not gonna like.
What, there's
we'll
two-
wait till
Get
he
that
gets
fucking
back.
loudmouth out of here. Keep fucking interrupting us, cocksucker. Jag off.
Well, what is? Jesus.
Hey, so you're cousins with Tommy G, huh?
That's right.
Yeah,
Dude,
I train
Uncle-
with Tommy all the time. He's fucking awesome. I love Tommy.
You talking about Uncle Tommy?
Yeah.
Is that?
We're gonna have him on the podcast.
Tommy the Greek.
I texted him the other day. I'm like, because he's helping us set up with Junior.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I was just with Junior on Sunday. I go, well, just let me know when he's back in town. He goes, yeah, no problem. I go, you know, Paul and I were talking. We want you on a podcast. He just says, he takes me back. He goes, oh, brother. And he's just LOL. You know, it's like, I forget. He's like 7 years old. And he's like texting like LOL. It's like, oh, it's so fucking
That
cool,
is
man.
funny,
Isn't it?
Yeah,
I fucking love
Tommy's
Tommy.
hip as fuck. Man.
he's cool.
He goes to how old is he?
69.
He's 69.
And he
years old.
still gets on the mat and fucking trains, man.
Oh, not only does he not get on the mat, but He goes to 10th Planet Chicago on Saturdays for Javier's Leg Lock Club.
Yeah.
And he's heel hooking dudes. Like he's
Awesome.
like trying to learn the heel hook game over there. You know?
He knows the heel hook game.
Yeah.
He'll go through it and like I would rep with him.
Yeah.
And like his first rep is like no, and then by third rep he's dialed in.
Yeah.
It's like okay,
Right.
all right. Yeah.
That's that 30 years of
exactly.
moving.
Whatever,
you know,
right.
he goes, oh, this is the same movement as this.
If I ever
Got
go to Carlson-Gracie headquarters, like, and I see him there, I have to work with him because it's just like we're just like bullshitting the whole time. It's awesome. I love Tommy. He's such a great guy.
I haven't rolled with him in the gi yet.
I want to roll with
Is he coming on the show?
Yeah, he is.
He's got a lot. Yeah, I bet his stories are great.
Yes.
Oh, he's been a Chicago cop
He's a
for
cop, too, for a long time.
That's all I've known my whole entire life was Tommy the Chicago cop. That's my whole family. That's all they ever told me about him.
Tommy's great. Pedro's a cop too.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Wasn't he going out for SWAT team too? For
He got caught on some like technicality, I believe.
God damn it!
Like I think it was something like as small as like finger placement on the trigger
Oh, is that right?
for like rifle versus pistol. I don't know.
Okay.
He-
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, you have to let him in.
Is that
He's,
locked?
he's locked out. The door locks behind you if you don't unlock it. Paul, take over now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was weird when I found out about him. I keep saying it, but I can't wait to have him on the podcast. It's gonna be pretty fun.
When you found out about him training?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my childhood family members that I would see all the time and then I lost contact with for like, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah.
Found out he was a purple belt under Jay Valco.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See,
It's crazy.
it is.
Just-
Considering how small the community is,
Yeah.
Yet it's really not that small.
Right.
I've had a match against. I had a match against him.
Yeah.
He beat me last year.
Gregor Brower.
Yeah,
He's a
real
purple
cool
belt
guy.
under
Real cool
Jay
guy,
Valco.
yeah.
Great guy.
Wow. So what's up? What's coming up for you guys match wise?
I'm signed up for the Open.
Okay, Chicago Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the Open.
I really, really, really want to do Nogi Pans in New York.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like September 30th.
Okay. Wow. What about you, Ryan?
There's another fight to win in October.
Yeah,
So-
that too. Always.
I'm hoping to get on that card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the loss, I hope I put on a good enough show. You know, John and I seem to.
Dude, you're the biggest athlete in fight to win history. You're on that fucking show.
Well, I mean, I've lost 30 pounds, so I don't know. You think there's somebody over 385?
I don't know.
Well, you're a purple belt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest in Chicago.
But
Yeah.
you know, but like you'll fight anyone, right? You don't care.
I don't care.
Purple, brown, black doesn't matter.
No, I don't care either. I
Right.
mean, whoever it is.
But does Seth usually pair up people?
Yeah. He's
he goes
really,
by
really
belt.
good about that.
He goes by belt.
He goes by
By
belt
rank.
only, but he'll never put up against like you against like a black belt. Well, you would never.
Probably a Nogi.
He
Why?
did that Nogi at the last one, right? Brandon Riley, didn't he end up?
He got.
He's a brown belt, and he went against.
He was supposed to go against Eric, and Eric had to pull out for some reason. And he gave him Joey Deal from Curran, so it was brown versus black Nogi.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when it's Nogi, you're just wearing whatever, so a lot of people aren't. You don't have that like visual stigma of seeing the belt, like, oh, why the fuck is this belt going against that belt?
Oh, so
You-
in
you know what I
Nogi-
mean?
Yeah, but for competition wise, does it makes a difference still in Nogi as opposed to gi, right? Like,
Well, Nogi expert is purple to black,
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, you're right.
so whatever. And like I told you at Naga, I was fighting expert as a blue. I don't know, whatever.
You were winning expert as a blue.
Stud.
No, we got the belts.
Stud.
We got the belts.
It's Naga, dude. Chill out.
Hey, bro, we made it.
It's fucking Naga. You just go and
you
have
keep
fun.
you keep all your Naga belts.
Oh, dude, I'm on the same boat as Matt. I'm trying to sell some.
Are
of
you?
them. Yeah.
Matt Layton sold all his belts.
Yeah.
Made a pretty penny on them too.
Who buys?
eBay, people buy them.
Really?
Yeah,
They
I'd
do.
like to meet those people.
It's true, man.
What was the
Buck
most you-
50.
Really?
Yeah.
I got one right there. I'm thinking about selling it.
No, you're not.
Can I be up
You're
next
right.
for the bathroom break?
Yeah, go ahead. Man.
All right.
Go ahead, dude.
You guys get to hear about the paleo diet.
Well, basically, humans were made to. No, I'm not gonna. I was so preachy when I was on that shit.
Were you?
No, you're not preachy.
Go right through that door, but don't shut that door because it locks. And then go in the gym, and you'll see it.
A lot of people in jiu-jitsu are dieting
It's just a way of life.
for
that's
different
all.
reasons,
Yeah.
for sure.
Just how it is. I think you're just more conscious because when you train jiu-jitsu as much as you want to train jiu-jitsu. Like people who train jiu-jitsu, like I gotta train.
You have to eat properly.
You can't eat like an asshole.
You can't drink.
Tell you what,
like you can't have beer and pizza every night.
And it's gonna affect the way you train. You know,
Yeah.
I want to train as much as I do. I'm not gonna sit there and just eat. I don't eat whatever
Right.
I want. I mean, fuck yeah, I would like to eat a whole pizza, and I'm not gonna do that.
I'm 31 years old. I'm not old, but I'm older than I was, and
It definitely takes a toll.
I haven't like. If I eat junk food, I don't notice it on my body. Like I'm not like I don't get like a gut or the you know what I
feel
mean?
it.
But I feel it,
And that's
I feel
more
like
to
shit.
me. That's more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I eat garbage and then I go train the next morning, I feel it.
Do you guys eat right before you train, or what's your time? Because I'm like up in here. Sometimes I like
eat
to go
right after.
You eat right.
I don't-
So do
like, I have a
I go in-
coffee
I go
and
in a
I
little bit
train at
hungry.
noon.
I go in hungry.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to train on a full stomach. You know, I like to maybe have a bag of nuts or something like that.
Yeah.
But I like to go in hungry.
It depends. I
If
mean,
I
like,
do eat, it's like 2 hours before.
Yeah.
It's
At
not-
least, right. I will
yeah.
never eat like half hour
I'm never
before.
eating on the way.
No. Right.
Like
Yeah.
get 3 fucking McDoubles and an iced coffee.
I'm slightly lactose intolerant, so
Oh no.
yeah, it depends.
Cheese is wonderful.
I know. It depends, like when I wake up. So if I'm going to like a Saturday class at 11 o'clock, like I'm not gonna pound 4 eggs at 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? I know, like,
Yeah, exactly.
God forbid whoever's working with me that day, like I'm going to be farting up a storm. You know what I mean?
Like I
I'm
typically
not
train
gonna
at
do
noon,
that.
so the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, but if I wake up at 7 o'clock and I'm training at 11, I'll have some eggs. I know I'm going to pass some gas, but it'll be gone by the time I get to training.
All right. Do you take a probiotic? No probiotics besides your kombucha?
No,
But like
kombucha's
not like
so
a
good.
true
Yeah.
probiotic?
I brew my own kombucha.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stiff. I make it really strong too.
Yeah.
So you can get like a buzz off it.
Not a buzz. I mean, like if you let it sit for like 20 to 23 days, like supposedly it has 1% alcohol in it, but
Yeah,
I mean,
1 second.
please.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That'll fuck me up.
Yeah, it probably would.
I was rolling with Daniel the other day, and he farted right in my fucking face.
Good.
Oh Jesus.
Good man.
I hope
But
it
it
was
was
the day
very.
after you
It
went.
wasn't like a.
Was it that day
It wasn't
after you
like
went to like Piccolo Segonia or whatever?
a Sal fart, like a death metal fart. It was like a really quiet,
It was like a classical
yeah,
music fart.
Just.
Yeah.
No, my farts will wake the dead.
I'm like, all right, that's not as bad. I mean, I still got farted on, but you know.
At least it
And
was
like, what am I
quiet.
gonna say to Daniel? Like,
Like,
It
hey,
happens.
don't fucking fart
I
on me.
What do you
Bro.
guys do? I mean, like if you need to drop one, I mean, do you walk off the mat? Do you like
you gotta.
like I do personally?
I mean,
You
I
know
go to
what?
the bathroom
What
and
gets
fart,
me
yeah.
is the fucking belt tie.
the belt tie?
As soon as I tie my belt, I gotta shit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, man.
I mean, you could still take a shit if your belt is tied.
What?
I mean, it's all about the.
Like you don't have to. Technically, he's right. Your belt's not
Technically,
covering your ass.
What do you mean, like go sambo?
Or
I mean,
Sambo.
are you talking about the drawstring on your pants?
No,
Or
he's
you
talking
No,
about
the
this
belt.
brown belt.
Yeah, that's not stopping you from shitting.
We've
dude.
talked
Ever
about
since
this
I
before,
started, man, as soon as I tie that belt, I'm like, fuck,
You
I
even
gotta
put a
shit.
meme with that like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
about
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a point. You can go sambo, take the shit that way, so you don't have to tie your belt again.
I mean,
I guess.
like, you don't have to be wearing shorts to take a shit. Granted, I take.
You know, we're over 2 hours in this podcast. We're talking about taking shits.
Yeah, yeah.
in
it's
the
a
game.
real problem,
It-
man.
apparently-
Everyone goes through it.
Everybody's talking about like, oh, point values. Blah, blah, blah. We're like, no. You tie your belt, you take a shit. That's the real issues in jiu-jitsu.
Let's keep it real. Sometimes you need to fart on the mats.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll
talk
warn my
about
partner, like, if I feel my stomach and I'm like, look,
And you know
I'm
who
gonna try to
farts a lot on the fucking mats?
Call them out.
Girls.
What?
They fart
Because
all
they
the
hold it
fucking
in so
time.
much,
They
so they go
hold
to
it
bridge
in.
or something, and yeah. So
I've never-
if they're
Sorry,
spending
ladies.
effort, no, yeah,
The Milwaukee's best got the best of these guys.
I think so, right?
Dude, I don't care. I'm not Mr. fucking serious world champion guy.
What?
I'm
That's
just
what we
a
heard.
normal
You-
guy that does jujitsu.
You have a massive reputation in the community for being a very serious guy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm sure Kaio's told you all about that. Love you, Kaio.
Let's see if I have any more questions for you before we wrap this up.
Oh, fuck it. Keep going if you want.
You have a cat named Neville?
Fuck yeah. I do.
hell yeah, that
What-
cat is
how did that-
enormous.
So Michelle adopted the cat. she's all into Harry Potter and shit. I just call the thing Kitty. Yeah.
Harry Potter is awesome.
Too many syllables. Fuck
All
it.
right.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Jiu-jitsu
Are you
kid.
really?
Yeah, like dead serious. I was in line at midnight for the last
Hey,
one.
No, you
the
weren't.
bigger the
Swear to
cat
God.
you get, the more like a dog it's gonna be. So get a bigger
Shit-wise.
cat.
Oh yeah, I'm allergic to cats, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm actually so allergic to cats that if someone was with a cat prior to coming to training, I'll break out in hives.
Oh, fuck.
Like just talking.
Word?
Okay.
Yeah, weird.
Cats are
crazy.
snakes with fur. I mean, like that's to
What's
me-
that Ron Swanson quote? Dogs under 50 pounds are cats, and cats don't matter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is funny. Is that from Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Yeah, Parks and Rec.
That's good shit.
Yeah, we need to
Farts
get a
and Rec.
poster up here of just bacon and sunny side up eggs.
Dude, I've got this side over here. You see how there's nothing here?
Yeah,
yet?
bacon and
I've got a
sunny
few,
side up. I'm horrible
I've
about
got a
that.
few more things I have to get because I still have the McGregor to throw up there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was looking for some stuff.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to get that habit because I'm gonna be training like 2-3 times a day. After I move, I don't eat breakfast. I gotta.
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of important.
Yeah.
You're skinnier than I am, man.
Yeah.
Eat something.
Yeah.
God damn.
I eat pretty good, just not in the morning.
Yeah, him and I will go out to eat, and he'll eat my pancakes from breakfast.
Fuck
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
You guys need to swap diets, I think.
No, because if I ate like him, I'd be even fatter. Like he doesn't really.
That's true.
cut.
He gets
I'm gonna
away
start-
with shit.
Once I get down there too, and I get settled, I'm gonna start lifting too.
What do you want to get up to?
Nothing. Just start getting stronger.
Just stronger?
I've never had a serious lifting routine.
Yeah, either have I.
I just really like doing jujitsu. That's
Although I did gain weight.
Did you?
136.
Damn, dude.
Fat
You're
fuck.
huge.
The fuck?
You're huge.
yeah.
It's so weird. I went, after I got armbarred, I took some time off to heal up. Now 136. I can't get back down to 133, and I've been training hard and just 136.
You poor man.
I know.
That's crazy.
How did that voodoo band?
It works really
Great.
well.
Fair.
It's just like anything. Like I wrap it, I'll
yeah.
do some exercise with it,
Yeah.
and then it's good for about half hour, and then it comes back a
Okay.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Carlos and Patty Archillo were in here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they
Yeah, I saw
they
that.
wrapped him up, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean you noticed immediately,
right away. Yeah, it's cool. But
Patty.
Do you listen to
Where
the
them
Voodoo
cookies
song
at?
by Good Godsmack when you put it on?
I'll get the fuck
absolutely
out of
not.
Like,
No,
Voodoo.
no. I don't believe they have talent.
you don't believe they have talent now.
No.
Voodoo.
Godsmack, Nickelback, Train. Fuck
Train.
that.
You don't even like Train. No.
You know, like train drops of Jupiter. All right, wrap this fucking thing up, dude.
This is when it's gonna get good.
This is fixing up to be the
my-
best episode ever.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fall
The
singing Drops
podcast
of
is
Jupiter.
just starting.
Oh my god.
I have no
podcast is
shame.
just
I won't
starting.
hold back.
No shit, wrap it.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Oh shit! The on-air light's been on this whole time.
This whole time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nice, pal.
Yeah, man, I see stuff. That's how I go for submissions. Like 20 minutes later, I'll realize, oh, it's
Oh,
fucking.
that
hands
was there. Yeah.
So how was it fighting John?
It was awesome.
That was
It
the first time you guys fought, though, right?
Yeah, that was the first match we'd ever had. I'd seen him compete before.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew I probably had some wrestling on him. I knew he was, pretty good at like
I was
lockdown and
shocked
stuff
when
like
you took
that.
him down. I was like, God damn, because John's a really good wrestler.
But he did take you down at the end.
Size
Well-
matters, man.
The end of the takedown, I bait a double under a lot.
Okay.
I double over.
Okay.
And I clamp those down. So when guys go to trip me, I just kind of flip them. Aaron saw
Gotcha.
me do that a couple years ago.
Okay.
I tossed this one dude like on his head.
I was filming and I just went crazy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I actually heard that was when during my big on fleek stage, I said on fleek quite often. And I heard Aaron say the rest of the match doesn't fucking matter. That takedown was amazing.
Really?
It was a submission only.
That came
so-
back to haunt you.
Yeah, he ended up beating me
Did he?
in another match. But and then I hear Antoine Evans yell, "That takedown was on fleek, dog."
Yeah.
It was like just in a fucking really exaggerated voice.
I love it.
It was
I
fucking
love it.
hilarious.
No, John and Josh and Matt and all those guys, they're great. I love those
Yeah.
guys. I love bullshit.
No, I mean
Great
afterwards,
guys.
John immediately was like, "Let's get some training in."
Yeah.
And when I put my little post about losing weight on Facebook, he was the first one to say, "Good job."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He recently,
Great guys.
he's still losing
Yeah,
weight.
I know he's dropping
doing
a lot.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, John's looking slim, dude.
No, and it was funny
moving
for
him quick too.
because we would put shit up like about our matches, and our buddies, just whatever, be like fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up.
Right.
And on both sides. And I'm just like, that's not what I'm about. I'm going to go out there and do what I can to try to beat him. He's going to do what he can to try to beat me. And
it's interesting, the banter.
Won.
Like, I see posts and people are like they play off your name, like Salisbury steak. And
he's like, mash him up like a fucking Salisbury steak.
Right, I saw that.
Shit like that.
I would imagine those are your non-training friends.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, right. Because they just don't get it.
They don't understand, like, hey, this guy, he competes often. He goes across the nation to compete.
Yeah.
Like, if I can pull out a win against him, it's a pretty big deal.
And I know
am 150 pounds heavier.
And I know him, and I'm friends with people that are friends with him. And, like, I mean, it's a tight-knit community, as spread out as it is. I mean, it's still...
Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows everybody, and, like, you know.
I mean, I'm a little snobby. Like, if someone says they train jiu-jitsu, I'm like...
Where?
Well, not only where, but I'm like... I kind of like... I don't know. I like that person a little bit more. You know what I mean? I have a little more respect for that person because they train, because I know what they go through.
That's not snobby.
Right. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
totally
just,
fine.
Like, you know,
no, if you don't train, you're a turd.
Yeah.
Like, if you were taking applicants for, like, a new employee, and they walked in and they're like,
if they train, absolutely. That's
I'm a purple
big deal.
belt, I train. Like, it would be really fucking hard for you to be like, hit the bricks. I'm not into
That's a real thing, Paul.
Yeah.
There's a guy at Vianna's. He hires people for his work. If he sees on the resume that they wrestled competitively, he will put them in the front of the line because he assumes that they're a hard worker.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. If you choose to put yourself through, not even college wrestling, if you choose to complete 4 years of high school wrestling, and you choose to put yourself through that amount of fucking torture, you're fucking brutal. You're not afraid of hard work.
Right.
You're going to the top of the list. 100% for me. Yeah. I mean, that says more to me than, like, I don't give a shit what degree you have.
Right. You miss out on parties. You miss out on the great holiday meals.
There was a time when I was cutting weight.
That takes some, especially when you're young.
And, like, Zito, like, just to put it in perspective, I mean, we compete, once a month, maybe. Wrestling is every Friday weekend. And Saturday night for
sometimes Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah. You got 60 matches in 3 months. You know.
Yeah. I watch Vision Quest, man. That's about it.
God, shoot when he's walking up and down with the fucking thing on his shoulders.
I mean,
you're
gonna
make the weight. I hope so. I hope so too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, Lunatic Fringe. When I hear that song,
yes, I'm surprised no one comes out with Lunatic Fringe.
It's like, all right, Loud and Swain, motherfucker, let's do this.
I've heard people say they want to use it, but they're afraid like they'll have a double, like somebody else will use it too.
Really? I think just go.
Wouldn't it be funny to come out to that song and just pull guard? Like, right?
You're not even a wrestler.
Right.
I know. God, the wrestling in that movie was such garbage.
Was it really?
Yeah, just like all it was like shitty laterals and snatch singles.
Did you guys see American Wrestler, The Wizard?
No.
Okay, so it's a new movie. It's out.
I saw stuff like advertising for it.
It's actually based on a true story. It's like some kid back from the 80s like escaped Iran, like war-ridden Iran or whatever, and like came out, like his parents like kind of snuck him out of Iran, you know? And he came to the country and his uncle was living here, so he stayed with his uncle and like just kind of signed up at like the local high school or whatever and just tried to become an American, and somewhere in Northern California, and his uncle was like a gangster fucking like Olympic level wrestler from like way back in the day from Iran. And so this kid tried to join the wrestling team and they're like, get out of here. Like, you know, like you Iranian or whatever, you know what I mean? So his uncle was like, started teaching him in the garage like how to wrestle. So like finally they just went in and like he started just smoking everybody and they're like, oh my god, you know, like
based on true story.
Like, yeah, based on a true story.
Slumdog Millionaire of wrestling.
like one state and
how
everything.
How did you get so good at a single leg?
So the movie's called The American Wrestler, The Wizard or whatever. It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Where can we watch that?
I think I bought.
It's like
I think I rented
movie.
it.
You got to get it on like Google Play or iTunes or some shit.
Yeah, I think I rented it on Amazon, but it's 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it's good. I recommend it.
Ooh, 98%. That's like an A.
Not to hijack you there, but speaking of Amazon Prime, if you go on there, they have every ADCC.
Well, do they really?
Yeah,
really?
They totally do.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Check it out.
Under
Big
what?
up Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, ADCC.
ADCC and then just type in the
Fucking
year.
watch Matt Hughes grapple Tito.
God, that's so
Like
cool.
98.
That's so cool.
So crazy. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
shit.
it's pretty cool. Because before that, you'd have to buy the DVDs.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're all on there.
Dropping
blown away.
fucking knowledge.
Oh,
Dude, should
Go watch them.
Hopefully,
Go watch
people.
all-
Hopefully, people listen as long.
I
get
doubt
this
it.
information.
People turned this off a half an hour ago.
People
No,
love
they
me, man.
did.
People fucking love me.
Except
but
you know
they
who's gonna
turned it
really
off because of me.
who's gonna really appreciate this podcast? Benjamin. He's like, dude, not long enough, man. I need more.
Benjamin Salas.
Salas.
Oh, Ben's great.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Ben's the man.
Came up to me.
Yeah.
He comes up to every time he sees me. He goes, "Man, I need more content out of you." I go, "Dude, Benjamin, like what?" He goes, "Once a week, hour and a half."
He's all about it.
Yeah,
all about it.
It's not enough.
Ben's
not enough
great.
for me. I go, Benjamin, what do you want? I don't know. Longer podcast, maybe 2 a week. I'm like, don't mention that to Zito because he'll probably actually want to do it. And I don't have fucking time for this. This is when I was still
Well,
working.
guys, this is a really good tactic because if people have been listening this long, they've been rewarded. If you've been listening this long, now you know that every ADCC
Right.
is on Amazon Prime, and you can witness the glory that is Marcelo Garcia.
Yes.
Ooh.
Marcelo Garcia versus Carlson Gracie.
I thought his name was Crone.
Crone, whatever, fuck it.
Ice cream Crone.
I was just
cream
showing.
crone.
I was just showing Paul. I just got my sweater,
Yeah.
hoodie from Marcelo Garcia's Academy, which is like the softest sweater I've ever owned.
And he has the coolest designs.
So badass.
Yeah.
It's fucking tight. I love it.
I wore the very hard to submit rash guard today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How much did you buy that?
I did not. Zito, it was a gift from Zito because I always bust his balls about buying very hard to submit. And
Are you very hard to submit?
no, that's why I don't want to wear it.
He's asking
No,
me.
it's Zito.
Well, it's
'cause-
either true or it's just ironic.
It's
so either
clean.
way, you're good.
I
Yeah,
like
right,
it.
exactly.
The rash guard looks fucking awesome.
It does.
I'll
Yeah,
admit
it's-
it.
they have
Good
cool
quality.
stuff.
Yeah, it's good quality. Yeah, so Mineko's Open Mat, I think I did like 6 or 7 rounds of gi, and then a couple of the guys were hanging out, and they're like, let's go no gi. And I'm like, oh shit, do I have a rash guard? And they're like, fucking just drop the gi top. And I'm like, well, I got this huge ingrown hair that I don't want like exposed to you filthy animals.
what happened was
So I ran out to my car and got
Yeah.
the rash guard
Yeah.
you got me and threw it on. Fucking looks great, fits great. Yeah, I dig it. I mean, like
That shit ain't cheap either.
it was.
No,
it was
rash guards
nice. I didn't
in general
get
aren't
submitted.
cheap.
You didn't?
I did not,
good.
which was nice because I mean, who wants to get submitted in a very hard to submit rash guard? But
I think
yeah.
I saw an ad
out.
like their jujitsu belts.
Yeah.
They're like $30 or $40.
I have one.
I'm like,
Holy shit.
how is it? Is it?
It's great.
Is it worth it? Like, what's the difference between that and a Fuji? Like,
it blows you.
I'm going to order one right now.
To answer your question, yes, I think I'm very hard to submit personally.
You are.
And I like all their product. I follow him on
Yeah.
Instagram. I think
follow him on
he's-
Instagram, too.
I've
they're
rolled
very
with Zito.
clever.
He's tricky.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
They're clever.
To wear a
with
rash
all
guard,
the-
this is very easy to rack up points on.
exactly. That one would definitely. Yeah.
Right.
But I think
B-roll.
all their stuff is good quality.
Yeah,
Their keys are
it
good
is.
quality. Everything's good quality.
Yeah, it's
so
great.
I support things that you're not getting gypped on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that I'll buy stuff if it's good quality. I'm gonna.
The last
I'm gonna
couple
keep,
of gis
keep
I
buying
bought
it.
were Subculture because they're one of the only people that made
That's
A6s.
Nick's.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if Nick still does
I don't
subculture.
Yeah, I'm
think
not
he
sure
does.
either.
I don't think so.
I think those are like vintage now. Hard to find.
Yeah,
But very hard.
got
Now
two
Zito
for
wants
sale.
one.
Very hard to submit's great. They support a lot of the athletes in the community
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
like
Well, yeah, and
Devontae
Bones.
Johnson.
Bones is cool.
Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's ever in Chicago, you got to have him here.
You should get Wiltsy on.
Yeah, Wiltsy too.
Wiltsy's
We'll
hilarious.
talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we'll talk about it. I got to be honest. I'm fucking done talking to you two. Wrap this up.
Yeah,
Like, I got shit to do.
no. I'm all about supporting each other in the community. I know when we fight each other, we gotta one person has to win, one
true.
person has to lose.
Right.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
unless you're a real evil son of a bitch, like
Someone-
I love you, man. You're my brother. Like, let's train.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I'm on that team.
Who are your sponsors, guys?
My gi sponsor is Elite Sports. I think that's it. Do you have anything?
I was formerly sponsored by OK Kimonos and Combat Corner, but not anymore.
Okay.
But
So
hey,
why shout them out?
hey, man, hey.
Might as well shout them out anyway.
No, OK was cool, and so is Combat Corner.
Where can people find you on social media?
Aaron Vincent Brooks. It used to be Aaron Peekapow. Aaron Vincent Brooks on
Drop the Peek-a-Pow, huh?
Instagram.
Pesadissimo on Instagram.
Cool.
And then, don't mean to get mushy, but one last shout out to my dad. He passed away after Fight to Win.
Oh, sorry to hear, man.
Right after the match, he called me about 1 or 2 days after. Ever since I started training, he was the guy that was like, "Oh, it's stupid. You're gonna get hurt." Blah blah blah. Then he saw the match and he's like, "Holy shit, you're doing some crazy stuff out there." And he said, "I just want you to know I'm your biggest fan."
That's awesome.
And I'll support you all the way. And that was the last time I talked to him.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
it's awesome that was the.
So everything I do now, it's for my dad.
That's great.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. Well, appreciate having you guys on. Thanks for the beers.
No problem.
Thanks for the
problem
conversation.
I hope you guys had fun. We did.
Yeah, for sure. It was a blast.
Thanks, guys.
All right. All right. We'll see you guys. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Grappler Union. Siri, how can our listeners find out more info?
For more information about Grappler Union, you can visit them on the web at grapplerunion.com or follow them on Instagram and on Twitter at Grappler Union. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/Grappler Union. Also be sure to subscribe on iTunes. All episodes are available on the Grappler Union YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Anthony, I really enjoyed the podcast. Can't wait to hear the next one.
Thanks, Siri.